shirts. He looks like a fucking he looks like a Disney main character. Okay, guys, stick with me for a second. It's a Disney movie where it's about a 10-year-old kid, all right? And he gets picked on and bullied. And one day after school, after getting socked in the face by a big bully, he sees a magical rock glowing under a garbage can. And he grabs it, right? And he goes, I wish I was a grown-up. And then a flash of lightning hits this motherfucker, right? And then he gets up and he looks like this, dog. Like he looks like a Disney character, a kid stuck in a grown, like a kid grown stuck in a grown ass nigga body predicament character, you know?
So let me ask everyone an honest question, okay? What did you think about part one last week?
Bro.
And what did you think about the edited version? Because I thought the edited version was going to do numbers. I did. I thought like it would, you know, maybe hopefully hit the algorithm. And I wasn't expecting tons. I thought maybe a few thousand. But the fact that it's been live since Friday morning, and here it is Sunday night, and it's only gotten like 1,500 views is like, wow. Maybe it just, this channel is just too hard to get it to hit the algorithm. You know, recently I've had some limited success getting DSP Gaming to hit the algorithm and getting my videos viewed by people outside of the core audience that are there.
It's crazy. I'm not going to act like I'm a pro on the algorithm, but I understand it on a basic bitch level. Like, it kind of blows my mind that Phil does this for a living for as long as he has, and he just doesn't even understand the algorithm as much as I do. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even understand it all the time, bro. But it's like, dude, you need, like, all your channels are fucking tarnished, ruined, you know, kind of like mine. You deleted a bunch of shit or whatever. I did my shit on purpose. Phil did his shit just like being fucking crazy through these years, dog. And it's like, bro, you're not gonna, the algorithm doesn't trust you. You almost have to think of the algorithm as a bad fucking bitch with a lot of money, bro. And it's like, if you fucking tickle her just right, she'll fucking like look at you and wink at you for a second. But it's like, if you don't keep her attention, that bitch will literally just like go to the other 10 niggas and let them all fuck her all at once kind of shit, bro. I know in a retarded way, that's how the algorithm works. If you're not uploading on your channel, edit it like on YouTube, if you're not like uploading edited shit at a certain quality with certain thumbnails and fucking, you know, A/B testing shit sometimes, and you know, putting your titles a certain way where they kind of click without being kind of scammy, and you put in the right tags, and it all comes together, bro. You know, to make a video where the algorithm's like, damn, bro, this motherfucker look good right now. Hold on. You smell nice, and it wants to show you off to a couple other people real quick. That's how it works. But it's like, Phil thinks like, I've been here forever. I upload video. It's actually edited this time. Give me attention, algorithm. And it's like, it's not how it works. Sometimes you just get lucky, right? Like a certain subject is kind of fucking, it spikes, but not enough people uploaded it, like uploaded about a certain topic. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could be one of the first people and you get that first like spike, and then the better people fucking upload or whatever, and they get the rest, dude. You know? They get everything in the rest. So it's like, I don't know, it's a weird fucking game. It's like playing with a weird, superficial, big-titted bitch, bro, for
Regardless,
attention.
that's a good thing. But man, I was like disappointed, to say the least.
He's the lifetime version
you
of
the roasting
Big.
better.
Oh, bro, fuck. The Tom Hanks movie. You're right, dude. Oh, my fucking God.
To Cyprus, really. Good evening, Data Checker.
Rue, me and you were the first ones. Dude. I vaguely remember that movie, but I do remember it. It's like Tom Hanks and somehow he's like a kid, right? And somehow he turns into an adult. I don't remember how, because like that movie came out, or like I saw it around the same time I saw that movie Blank Check. It was like the era of like fucking 90 kid power fantasy movies, you know? Like, what if you got a lot of money and were able to do whatever you want, like Home Alone 2, Blank Check, and Big was one of those kind of movies, right? But it was like Tom Hanks, somehow he turns into an adult and he's doing all this big grown ass motherfucker shit, bro. You know, with the mind of a child. Isn't he trying to fuck some woman, or some woman is trying to fuck him? But they're like tiptoeing on it being kind of pedophilic because it's like a kid. Dude. You know what I mean? But he's in a grown dude's body, so it's like a funny situation, but they don't take it too far. They have like those kind of moments, dude, in there.
Mr. Magoo's
I
Doctor
remember
says, I
that
enjoyed the
movie,
stream
but
last week. Getting
very
your unique take.
vaguely. I don't remember
Hey, with
the
your experience,
plot.
it's good. That's cool. Uniqueness, no. See, that's the raw stream. He says right now it's at 2,000.
Oh, from the vending machine. Yeah, okay. Bro, it's coming together in my head. From Zoltar. Yeah. It's this kid. And he goes to a fair where they have like that fortune teller machine. And he's like, I wish I was big. I do remember him saying, I wish I was big. Right? And then the machine's eyes glow. And I don't remember the rest. I just remember him, you know, he wakes up as Tom Hanks. And he goes through all these adventures as Tom Hanks, and you know, but he's a kid and shit like
800
that.
views.
It's like
That's the
Phil,
raw
the
stream.
Adventures of
The raw
Phil
stream is at
Burnell.
200,800 views, and that's including over 1,000 views we got live, and then residual views over the last like 3 nights. So that it just did so much better than the edited video.
Oh my God! Robin Williams does have a movie like that. I love that movie. I remember it. It's Jack. Are you talking about Jack, bro? Where he's a kid, but he's suffering from a disease that makes him accelerate like age, right? So he looks like all these movies were so stupid looking back. But he's like literally like a grown 40-some-year-old looking dude going to fucking 5th, 6th grade with all these kids, and the teacher's trying to fuck him, and the teacher was Fran Drescher, bro. The bitch with the annoying voice. She sounds like Lois Griffin. If Lois Griffin smoked cigarettes and shit, like, I am a fucking Robin Williams. It's not a good Fran Dresser, but you know, so yeah, I remember that movie, bro. Because Morgan Freeman was in that shit too. He was one of the teachers, I think. All right. That's enough derailing. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Let's resume from where we were last time.
Thank you for your purchase of 1 vial of his semen. This is a lot. Do you think I don't know if you use it to season or what, but here goes nothing.
So this is supposed to be a joke.
Can't say I've ever tasted anything like that before. It's almost like when you have
All right, this is the last time I'm gonna kind of yap. I am gonna yap. That's what I do. I'm gonna let Phil just like let his rope hang and shit. And I'm playing Invincible fucking versus in the background. I'm trying to get in my bag and that shit. I'm good at this game, kind of. I remember this part. The shit is gross. I had to dude, every fucking stream that we have done where Jeremy was like a topic of discussion, I've had to delete them. I did it, but I don't know. I have like antennas. Like I have like a fly or like a survival instinct of a fucking spider or some shit, bro. But I just feel like trouble's afoot. Maybe it's like my slave black jeans, but I just be feeling things in the air. But like every single time we do a stream on this fucker, I get age restricted. Like, and they don't tell me why, bro. You know I cuss a lot. I but I don't ever get age restricted. You know what I'm saying? But it's like every fucking stream, every single one, bro, I've done about Jeremy, I've gotten age restricted, dude. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I've been deleting those streams, just straight up like privating them And then it's like, bro, he has like hitters at YouTube. Because it's like, I just smell it and it happens. After the second one we did, I knew it was going to happen. I privated the stream. And I swear to God, that next morning, YouTube was like, yo, chill. We got to fucking shut this shit down and make it look like it's fucking full of porn. And you're saying the N-word every other fucking word. Well, I mean, I know I say the F word, but even then, it's like I don't get age restricted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's crazy. So I just took those down. Because, like, bro, Jeremy has low-key been just taking out everyone that is as big as me, a little bit bigger, and all the smaller fucking content creators. Like, if he knows he could just fucking, like, age restrict or get rid of it altogether, you know what I'm saying? He's just been doing it, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell. It's like a pattern. Like every time this unkept, drunk fucking asshole is on my television, I have YouTube in my fucking goddamn emails the next morning. So I'm just letting it be known. I'm not running from him, but sometimes surviving's the best thing. So we just try to survive. You know, so if shit happens, it's gonna be deleted. You're here, you're watching it. All right.
Cinnamon Toast
That's
Crunch, and you have just the cinnamon and milk at the bottom of the bowl.
That was a video titled Sargon of Akkad's Semen Taste Test. Sargon of Akkad is a creator that makes similar videos to Jeremy. He is someone that Jeremy greatly admired. Admired enough to make this strange, sarcastic video because Coach Redpill, a creator in the same space as Jeremy, commented about such a thing.
Coach Redpill asked me, actually stated, really.
By the way, is the volume good, guys? I have to ask because I just want to be sure that you guys can hear it well. And I'm having problems already with the chat is already crashing. Now I'm starting to remember, because I haven't used the DSP Reacts channel in a while. I'm starting to remember that the chat constantly crashes when I use the Firefox browser, and I have no idea why. So I have to keep refreshing it. Hopefully, it doesn't keep doing it all night.
Yeah, Sonic, I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, there's a pattern. You know, I'm not trying to blame Jeremy because I'm a nobody. I'm literally like nothing. I'm a nobody. I'm not sitting here trying to act like, oh yeah, things are happening to poor people are happening to me. No, but it's like, bro, I cuss a lot. We watch a lot of dicey shit here, and I don't get fucking age restricted when I low-key probably air quote should. But the Jeremy shit, boom, boom, bro. Like, shotgun to the head, age restricted. You know?
Okay.
And I'm seeing other
Keep
people
Sargon's
that,
dick,
like, you
boy.
know, fucking stream and
V
shit
says
like
that
that. They're
Sargon's
getting
cum
fucking clapped too.
tastes awfully good. So does it.
Jeremy is not
Does
one
it
to
err
save
on the
face
side
or
of
cut his
caution?
losses. This exchange was the first domino. It would bring more confrontation, and that confrontation would have Jeremy reveal otherwise private information. On May 21st, 2018, Jeremy and Coach Redpill confronted each other on a live stream.
I'll go.
So now we're already all the way up to 28.
I hate Phil, bro. Can you hear the echo in his audio? I can. I'm wearing headphones. But that's why I feel so shitty. He's literally like some boomer that's trying to stream in the fucking modern era. Dog. Like, who the fuck? I have never, ever, bro, have ever seen a streamer sit here and, like, stream with the audio out on an outsource, bro, with no headphones. You know what I'm saying? Like, or nothing that fucking compresses the audio where you don't hear an echo. It's just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, Phil?
18. So it did do like a time skip there. Oh, I assume a couple of years where he was focusing on being TheQuarting at this point.
You can just
Okay.
hear his audio going through his speakers and shit.
By the way, just interesting, we got Monday
Even with
Matt
the
down there.
fucking
We've got the
filters he
Ralph
has,
retort,
dude.
who is,
It
that's Ethan
pops
Ralph,
through.
right? So this is just a space of YouTube. I've been aware that it exists. I have absolutely no involvement with it. I don't want to be in this internet blood sport drama stuff that these guys find themselves embroiled in on a daily basis. To me, it seems like you do this when you don't really have positive content to put out there that will get any kind.
He's been saying this for years. He's just regurgitating the people that do mean things. It's you have no nice things. Like literally, it's like child black white fucking retard mental illness thinking. Black white, good bad, hot cold. You say mean things because you can't say nice things. And that's all Phil ever says about shit. But don't forget, this motherfucker, he out here trying to act like he in the trenches with the rest of us when it suits him, when he can fucking shit on Rich, when it seems like Keno Casino shuffle him a couple of quarters and shit. This motherfucker all about the shit, bro. Oh my
kind of
God.
attention. So you just constantly quarrel with others, you bicker with others, you slam on others, you get into these culture war arguments. And if
This motherfucker in LTG, he has the nerve to say this, bro, when the most hypocritical thing that contradicts all the garbage he's saying is him trying to fucking poke at LTG every other fucking month and shit.
someone doesn't agree with you, all of a sudden you call them like a, your enemy and stuff like that. It seems like it's been around for a long time. I've been out of it. I just cover games. You know what I mean? Yeah, every once in a while I dabble in a React. I'll do a review or something,
Literally harassed a black man, bro. Dude, I'm trying to paint LTG as a victim. I'm not gonna do that. Fucking, but you know what I mean. Just sitting here harassing LTG and trying to talk shit about it all the time, all 2026, right? Even I made one video about it. Like this motherfucker has been trying to get LTG's attention. And he wants to act like, oh, I don't do that. I do nice things. I'm a nice person. Fuck, I hate him, bro.
It wasn't until, recently, in the last few years, that I started doing more podcasting and this kind of stuff, and then started crossing over into this kind of content with other people. I have no desire to be in this realm full-time whatsoever, okay, at all. But it seems like this has been around now for a while, and holy crap, it must work. There's entire people who they're
3-hour stream. Hey, I'm semi-retired. Don't mean the DSP daily gets delivered to my front door. I remember Phil sit here say April Fools. April Fools. I was just talking shit about Wings and LTG for like almost 4 fucking hours for the funsies. Is it because I'm about drama? Oh my fucking
entire
God.
internet presence
This guy
is this. If there's a day with
is crazy. Like Phil. Oh, it's like he got shot in the
without
head.
drama, they have nothing
He
to
has
do.
a TBI or some shit, bro.
So here you go.
You
I'll go
know?
wife to wife with you. I'll go bank
Okay.
account to
This is a
bank
no
account.
shame. It's
Anybody-
like
I don't think you
I
want to
don't
do
do
that.
this.
Okay,
It's
so
like you
I
do it
will.
all
How
the
many
time,
children?
bitch.
How many children?
Wait a minute. Did that just what happened? Did it pop up or was it off the screen? I think the pop-up went off the screen here. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, it's screwed up. There we are. Mozzie, thank you for $5. I appreciate that. What I'll do is I'll scoot this over here. I'm gonna have to fix this later. I'll scoot that over there. Thank you, Mozzie, for $5. And Mozzie says, hold on. I'm excited for this react. Like it or not, DSP is entertaining, and I'll pay for entertainment, so enjoy this documentary, Phil. Thank you so much, Mozzie, for the support and the kind words. I appreciate that. Okay. All right, hopefully we got all the bugs worked out now. And we can continue on without further interruption. Not to say that I'm upset that you supported me. I'm just saying I wish that the pop-up worked. Okay.
Okay, I've got 4 by 3 different women.
Okay, so you're a shitty dad. Congratulations.
Jeremy and Coach Red Pill also compared their subscriber count. Most importantly, the two compared their estimated net worth.
How many figures?
Net, probably low sevens.
Okay,
At 35.
at 35. Okay, good.
Jeremy claimed to be a millionaire. This would not be the last time he would flaunt his wealth, but it was the first time and perhaps the only time that Jeremy provided information on his net worth. This otherwise worthless information is dangerous when put alongside any would-be desperate plea for financial assistance. For the moment, it would drown under a sea of noise. For the present,
I was going to say, it definitely, if he's the kind of guy who's always like, oh, something went wrong and I need your support, rally behind me, pledge to my Patreon. If he then reveals to the internet that he's a millionaire, that could be a big detriment to his, methodology of how he raises funds, Expand Dome. Thank you for a membership.
Phil got me speaking in tongues. This is what you do. This is your whole MO. This is what you do, bitch. This is all about you.
Good to see you. I remember that used to be on this channel all the time. It's good to see you back for reacting, and thank you for re-upping your membership here. Thank you. Okay.
It was mid-2018 that Jeremy was hitting a stride in spotlighting social justice warriors, or SJWs, a derisive umbrella term used to describe indignant, unruly adults. Jeremy was able to recenter the frustration pop culture enthusiasts felt in their hobbies, such as comic books, towards these SJWs. While Jeremy failed to move the conversation, if anything made tensions worse, he was successful in growing TheQuarting, going from 1.5 million views a month to 7 million by August. Then,
Whoa. He went from 1.5 million to 7 million views
on the numbers
in 4 months. Oh, wow. And then again to 11 million in November. So this guy, exponential growth the moment that he started getting into the culture wars against SJWs. That's wild growth. I mean, that's insane. Even me, when I was popular, I had growth. I never had that level of exponential growth. That's wild.
To over 10 million views a month, nearing the end of 2018. During this time, Jeremy started the podcast channel The Incredible Salt Mine with 2 other creators. Stories told in these episodes would haunt him far into the future. This specific story only made possible due to a chat member donating $500.
Somebody just fucking donated $500. I have to tell the story about how I shit my pants now.
Oh, you do too.
For the record, I just became aware of this. Thank you, guitar player. This is part of the ongoing controversy of TheQuarting. Apparently yesterday, TheQuarting deleted this entire podcast series from his channel and erased it from the internet. And then he claimed that, I guess, it was a mistake. It was an error that his editor did. And he didn't mean to tell them to do that. It was a complete mistake, and he wants them to be re-uploaded, but he didn't archive them. So if anyone has them, send them so he can re-upload them.
Phil all over the drama, bro.
That literally happened 24 hours ago.
Yeah,
it was called TISM, and I was like, what is that, like a reference?
But don't forget, Phil, it seems like he's into this shit, right? But he really isn't. Phil doesn't give a shit. He's just doing the basic bitch shit he can to look like he's interested for the views and maybe the donos. Why am I explaining this shit?
To autism or something? No, it's the Incredible Salt Mine.
Running down my leg now, it's where it's like at my sock. I'm covered in shit.
Phil loves this shit. Phil loves poo-poo.
Like clenched butt, and I get into the bathroom.
Were you leaving a trail? Were you leaving a brand
Yeah, there was
trail?
a little bit. There was a little bit on the ground when I was walking back. Yeah. There are a couple spots. Yeah, and so I get into the bathroom. I open the bathroom door, and thanks to my quick thinking, I'm already taking my pants off because I'm thinking, all right, well, my underwear, it's over. The underwear, those aren't coming home with me. But if I can save my pants.
Phil wants to laugh so bad, bro.
I'm 6'5", 6'6", and a big dude. I'm not finding pants on the rack at the store. So I'm like, I got to save my pants. So I burst into the bathroom. My pants are already half off. Shit's coming out of down my leg. There's a fucking dude at the urinal. And he whips his head around and said, dude, I'm shitting myself. Sorry. And there was shit all over the floor.
Why did you need to know that?
Yeah, I was taking my pants off. I thought he should know. That it wasn't like...
Dude, I'm shitting myself. Sorry.
Yeah. And
Well, I guess Barticate is enjoying the story. Thanks for 100 kicks, Barticate. Like, here's the thing. I've told some embarrassing stories about myself over the years, too. But nothing about, like, being in public and stuff like this happening. There's a pretty embarrassing story I told about when I was a teenager. And my friends, I was already drinking, and my friends insisted that I smoke weed.
My
while
God,
I
this
was
story
already buzzed from
again?
drinking. And I was like, nah, I'm
Like,
good. And they
bro.
basically peer pressured me into smoking this weed
He
while
only
I was
has
drinking.
like 5
And
stories.
somehow,
I swear to God,
it hit
dude.
me, and I had this
He never
really
did
adverse
shit his whole
reaction
life.
where I was so sick to my stomach and I was coming out both ends. All right? But the story is like, I'm at a house, you know. I wasn't at
Shut up, bro. Everybody has this fucking story smoking weed, okay? Like, literally, dude. Like, what, my best friend, me and him smoked weed fresh out of military school. This fucker thought we were in the bowels of hell, and he never smoked weed again after that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody has that story where I feel good smoking these drugs. Like, Phil thinks that's like a special thing, but it's because he had like a Disney fucking like upbringing. He's lived a Disney life his whole life. So things like, oh yeah, I smoked the pot with my friends this one time, and it made me feel really, really sick, man. You know what I'm saying? But he's been telling this fucking same goddamn story for fucking years, bro. It's because he has no other experiences. He ain't never really did shit except for like these few things you keep hearing about over and over and over again. Like, holy shit, man.
Walmart.
Fucking make more
Doing
life
this in front of people.
experiences, you bitch.
And for the record, I just want to address something. Jersey Kid in chat says $1 million is not special anymore. Certainly not enough to stop working or shopping at Walmart. Working, I will agree with you. Shopping at Walmart is complete nonsense. I have not shopped at Walmart once in my life, except for one time in the early 2010s. Walmart had these Street Fighter joysticks on sale. They were the only place that had them, and I ordered them and picked them up there and just went home and, you know, modded them. That's what I was doing. I've never once, as a normal customer, walked through the front door of Walmart and shopped the store in my entire life, nor will I. Like, I have absolutely no desire to do that. I know what kind of a company they are. I don't stand for them. I know what goes down at Walmart. Like, I would never shop there ever. I have so many other alternative choices of places that I can go. And by the way, yeah, they're all a little bit more expensive, but they're not bank breaking. To me, someone who absolutely forces themselves to go to Walmart is you're just trying to stretch your money to the maximum. There is an entire group of people in this country that have to shop at Walmart because they can't afford to shop anywhere else. I'm not faulting those people. I'm saying if you're a millionaire, you don't shop at Walmart. There's a million other alternative places you could be shopping.
Why are you shopping
that are better
Walmart
places to
then,
shop
bitch?
quality-wise
What?
and just a
What
million
is
reasons
this?
why. Okay? I would never be at Walmart with my family. Period. But that's me. Other people
He
can
literally said
disagree.
millionaire.
That's fine.
Oh,
I would not
bro.
be at Walmart. So, okay.
Because Phil's a
is
millionaire?
this over?
He's literally
Over.
trying to imply that
I
he's
did
a
it in the stall.
millionaire or
Thank God
some
no one was there,
shit,
otherwise
bro.
I was gonna sit
He's
on the
that
trash
class
can.
of person.
And,
He's
what's
literally
left
a
just
hillbilly,
exits
dude.
by no choice of my own. It's the rest of it. Now I'm looking down. My pants are in the middle of the Walmart bathroom with several spots of shit. There's shit all over the floor in the bathroom.
He did. Oh, fuck, you're
this-
right.
Did
He
the guy
did
start-
get.
did the guy
Oh,
just
fuck
scurry
me.
out, or is he?
No,
like,
dude.
Dude, I forgot about that. He did do that. Thank you, Misatsu and Sonic. But he did do that, huh? He ordered 2 Switch 2s from Walmart. But, I'm not even trying to defend Uncle Phil. It's because it's the only place that, like, you know, a bunch of scalpers weren't trying to fucking get all those shits.
This guy is a
shop-
fucking hero.
Who, like he said,
He's a cop-
only
Right.
poor
A
people
cotton
shop
top black dude.
Walmart.
I don't know if he worked there or what the deal was, but he fucking barricaded the door for me. He's like, I got you, dude.
What a fucking hero.
Yeah. He's like, I got you, man.
That's some insane shit
He's
to
like-
say. Yeah, you know, now I'm really thinking about it. It's like, dude, Walmart's everywhere. Where else the fuck am I supposed to fucking get like a jar of pickles and maybe a t-shirt that I could get ruined for work real quick? Like
You know what's
Walmart,
coming in.
baby.
So then I began the long cleaning process.
If we're talking like
of
Kmart or
having
some
to
shit,
take a
you know, it's a
6'5",
different
300-pound
discussion.
man taking a bath in a Walmart sink because I had shit all over me. and at no point, by the way, does my wife turned one way, saw me picking out avocados. 30 minutes later, she gets a text from me. I shit myself. She had no idea. She had fucking no idea where I went. She thought I was like mad and I left. It was like, because, you know, obviously I'm like, look, I got to handle this. When you're covered in your own fecal matter.
She's just following the trail of shit like fucking Hansel and Gretel.
She had no idea where I even went. By the time I get cleaned up, I'm like,
I mean, I wish I would have something to comment here, but I really don't. Like, it's just embarrassing story.
He wants to
I'm
laugh.
sure he
Phil
really regretted
wants to
telling the
laugh,
story
bro.
for $500, which he
He
didn't
wants
even
to
keep
laugh,
all of.
go tee.
But that's about all I have to say
my
about
wife,
it.
you know, what's going on.
He thinks this shit is
And,
funny.
I had like 30
It's a
missed
funny
calls, 20, 30 missed
story,
calls from her.
right? But it's
She had
like
no fucking
he has
idea.
nothing
By
to
the time I
say,
get back to my
so
wife,
it's fine. Just
she's
have
fucking
nothing to
pissed
say.
because she had to do all the grocery shopping by herself.
Which is what he did.
I'm like, but I shit myself. And she's like, well, here.
It's
you
like,
got it
why
in my
did you
car.
pause?
So
There's
she,
no reason
like,
to pause,
so, like,
dude.
there was obviously still poop spots on my pants. They were like fine, but there was some splatter.
Though the streamed podcast where Jeremy told his story only got 30,000 views, retellings of the story would get considerably more viewership. On the topic of viewership, Jeremy began uploading 2 videos a day and began his crusade against celebrity Brie Larson.
Okay, now remember, on the last React, one of the things that we notably, you know, broke out of that is that he seems to hyperfixate on a particular person and, like a bull seeing red, charges forward, attacking that person endlessly, and it causes internet drama, internet stirring up. Some people back him, some people are against him, but it gets him the attention he's seeking, and apparently it makes him the money he's seeking, right?
reaction to that.
So in this case, I think this is almost him taking what he did and
No, you fucking goddamn monkey. He's just doing what you do, okay? He fucking attacked a thing, and he got a spike in views and shit, and he kept attacking that thing. And as long as, you know, that spike kind of maintained, he kept doing that, Phil. It's what you do. It's what a bunch of content creators do. But the thing about Phil, he pretends he doesn't do these things. You know what I'm saying? He wants to act like he's like you or me, a normal person that works a hard job during the day and is just a humble person playing video games and making the content they want to make at night. Like, when he's just like an entitled little fucking man bitch that's just fucking rich and fucking bad with money, and he can't do shit else because he's untalented and fucking has no skills and shit. Fuck this motherfucker.
the Magic the Gathering community, okay, and taking it to an exponentially bigger level. Because in Magic the Gathering, a random cosplayer, it's not going to give you that much attention if you talk about a cosplayer, except within the Magic community. But if you go after a mainstream actress who's going to be acting in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right, and you're going to constantly be attacking that one person, that's going to get you some kind of infamy.
who played Captain Marvel in Captain Marvel, a movie based on the Marvel Comics. Jeremy covered the release of Captain Marvel while commenting on Brie Larson's own controversial comments. In his career, he's made 270 videos on the topic of or mentioning Brie Larson.
All right, I'm going to say this. That does sound kind of excessive and maybe obsessive. However, if I weren't me, I would be like, that's crazy. But I have people who literally make multiple videos about me a day. So in 1 year, they've already probably made somewhere between 600 to 1,000 videos about me in 1 year. And it's more than one person that does
Doesn't make it about him.
And I'm nobody. You have to understand that. Like, I'm a small-time creator, right?
You're
Little
not
guy.
a
Right now, I have
small-time creator,
177
Phil.
viewers on YouTube. And maybe how many do I have on?
This little dick-sucking fuck cum drinker, bro, he got to make YouTube money before anybody else, really, okay? He had to do it when YouTube... Dude, he was making YouTube money before YouTube were the people giving you the fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Like, machinima and all that bullshit. Like, this motherfucker was living high on the motherfucking hog, dude. His whole career. I'm just a little guy. I only have 2,000 subscribers and I only make 35 fucking dollars a month. Ooh, he rubs his fucking dimple, bro.
On Kick right
Fuck
now.
Phil.
94? Or is that not correct? 94. So I've got like 260, 270 viewers. That's my average stream. And I got these nut jobs who obsess about me. He's doing this to someone who's a real actress and a real celebrity. Therefore, he's probably getting exponentially even more interest and views on this content than anything that, you know, that would be even done about me. In fact, just taking a look at this page here, he's got a video, 22nd of April, 2019, 6.9 million views. The Avengers cast savagely roasts Brie Larson about her lies about doing, so who even cares? He made 7 million views on a video about her. So of course she's going to keep making the videos, right? This guy's probably made hundreds of thousands, if not $1 million, off of talking about this woman.
He made so much money covering her that he dedicated a new shit to her.
There you
Every
go.
night before I go to bed, too. Just a little ritual. Appreciate you. This one right here, too. Appreciate you.
Jeremy covered other evolving stories, such as the exploitation of Stan Lee and the fall of Anita Sarkeesian. Yet neither of these were as lucrative as his coverage of Brie Larson. As with any of his other videos, Jeremy often poorly summarized articles, sometimes missing key information that made the point of his video moot. For example, there is this video uploaded in 2021. The headline partly reads, "On-screen killer Michael Myers is branded homophobic for murdering a gay couple in new film." But horror fans argue it is a sign of equality. This is an article about several tweets.
I would think that this is like ironic satire, but it's not.
Quote, the Twitter user later added, "If it wasn't already clear enough, this tweet was a joke, so please stop attacking me," unquote. Not only is this in the article Jeremy is reading, it is on screen while he is contradicting it. It does not end there.
I got so many people like outright stating very obviously fake, false information, like so easily researchable, and then stating it so emotionally as fact that it made me think like these people are actually insane.
As profitable as it was for Jeremy to monetize nonsense outrage and antagonize others on YouTube or Twitter, back in 2018, some posts would have lasting consequences that outweighed any monetary gain or support. On June 30th, 2018, in response to Matt Fantastic alleging someone was being predatory, Jeremy, as he did with Mark Rosewater, claimed, quote, "Someone once told me Matt Fantastic did some horrible things with young boys. He should pay for what he did. Listen and believe me," unquote.
Now, you read the post. Nothing like slandering a man with no evidence at all. Let me try it. So he's outright saying what I'm about to say is fake, but let me try it and see what happens. Uh-oh.
This is the window he punched in after not being able to continue to punch me. Here's some witnesses. Hey, did that guy just ask my name and then start assaulting me?
Yeah, he said, "Hey, are you Jeremy Hambley?" And you said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Fuck you," and reached over and started punching you in the head.
I don't know if you saw the YouTube footage, but just got here to Gen Con 2018, was hanging out with basically Gen Con royalty.
On August 2nd, 2018, Jeremy was assaulted at a bar near Gen Con, a convention he was attending. Jeremy explains the assailant asked him to verify who he was before striking him repeatedly on the back of his head, then fled before the police could be called. Jeremy also alleges that the bar initially refused to call the police.
Look at this shirt. Fucking ripped my shirt. Wait, hold on. Ripped all the buttons off my shirt. Fucking, my arm is bleeding. From
I like how this is how Phil dresses. This is how Phil dresses nowadays, bro.
That's just from me trying to pull away from this guy. Like, he probably thinks he's so fucking woke. And he's gonna go tell his buddies how cool he was, right? For attacking somebody when they weren't even looking.
Quote, "I'm keeping a lower profile, but I'm straight chillin' and doing fine. Telling stories about me online is what it is. no charges. I haven't fled the con/state. I'm drinking beers, playing games, and doing business with my friends." Unquote. Matt Fantastic, the assailant who was identified the same day of the attack, ended this post with #PunchNazis. On the 4th, Jeremy commented on the widespread coverage of his assault, remarking on the support he was receiving and vowing to pursue legal action. And though he initially wanted to prematurely leave Gen Con in fear of another assault, he made the decision to remain for his previously appropriated time.
So now, here's the question. I don't know about any of this, right? So he's gotten all of this internet prominence and popularity, making this bait, rage bait, drama bait, culture war content, right? It's blowing up. He's getting 11 million views a month on his channel. So he's making big bang, okay? He makes a joke tweet. It's obviously not real. He's saying, he's trying to call out this other guy's hypocrisy and says, well, here, let me make a tweet now with absolutely no evidence. It's obviously false, but here you go. Here's an accusation towards you. How do you like it?
Bro, I like how
For some reason, this guy takes it seriously and goes and attacks him.
That's crazy.
Okay? I don't think that's justifiable in any way, the attack. The internet is the internet, and it doesn't matter what people say about you on the internet. It's on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Like, shut the fuck up. Oh my God, bro.
This guy was having concrete consequences that were ruining his life because of a tweet that Jeremy had made. I don't think he should be seeking him out in real life and trying to beat him up like that. Okay? And I wonder if that shook Jeremy to the point where he's wondering, ooh, maybe I'm going down the wrong path because even though I'm making tons of money, this could happen. You could have one guy who's unhinged and come after me. And then that could be incredibly dangerous, right? However, knowing what we know about Jeremy or TheQuarting, is he going to capitalize on this? Is he once again going to say, well, rally the troops, support me because this happened to me? That's the question. I think we're about to find out. I can tell you what I think. Okay? Okay.
What do you think, Phil?
Let's find out.
Tell us.
Support pouring in.
Is he gonna do it? You do all the time
for the purpose of
when the funds are looking low, bitch. Oh, I hate this motherfucker, bro. Phil actually is the king of hypocrites. It's funny.
That wasn't 5 seconds. 5 seconds did not pass since I. Again, I'm going to say this. He's supposedly a millionaire. All right? He's supposedly a millionaire. But he shops at Walmart, and he has to have a GoFundMe to be raised to go to court to sue the
Phil
guy.
shops at Walmart.
What do you need to go fund me for?
Tell you, bro.
I thought you're a millionaire. I'm very confused. Like right now, if I were a millionaire and I actually was rolling in money, okay, I'm good.
No, fuck that shit. Fuck him. Fuck whatever fucking kooky ass autistic Down syndrome metaphor he's gonna come up with. Fuck Phil's whole life. This is a motherfucker, bro, that sat here making over 120 plus some years, right? A year, fucking on YouTube, sitting here while pretending if you don't give me money, I might have to eat bologna sandwiches for dinner. If you don't give me money, I'm going to lose my house, bro. I'll never forget the Save My House streams, bro. Okay? This motherfucker was still raking in enough cash to help himself while spending it on mobile games, while having the audacity to go, help me. So let me get this straight. I hate how Phil does this shit too. He sits here and goes, he pauses it. So let me get this straight. He has a lot of money, but he doesn't. So he doesn't have a lot of money, but he's asking for it. I can see where the discrepancy is. Like, dude, this is things. It's like, it's weird. If you know Phil, it's one of those things. If he's like an uncle to you, like he is to me, like I mean in a meme of fucking retarded sense, not like I like Phil, okay? But Like Phil's like my Uncle Phil. I just know what he's doing, bro, and it's so gross and fucking annoying. He's trying to talk about the subject while tiptoeing around it just good enough that he doesn't get called out for the same fucking shit he's done through the years. You could feel it. It's not a thing that Phil has to explicitly do, but it's one of those things that you know him enough, and you know his patterns, you know the kind of fucking little retard he is. It's like, this is what you're doing. It's like, bro, I feel like you're not trying to go in on him like you did Rich when Kino Casino held your hand. Because you and him are the same kind of motherfucker, bro, and you know it. Phil, as dumb as he is, he really isn't like a dumb person. He's like socially unintelligent. Like he has autism, you know? Like he's socially fucking retarded. He doesn't know how to read a room. He doesn't know how to like fucking interact with people on their level and vice versa. Everything has to go one way. And, you know, because of the narcissism and shit like that. So it's just like crazy listening to him talk about Jeremy and going, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. And he tries to use his own real fucking lived experience in a coveted way, like in a coveted way. What's a covert way? That's the word. Sorry. I'm almost drunk. He does it in a covert way. You know what I mean? So where he doesn't get fucking poked for scrutiny. Cause dude, the hypocrisy between him and fucking Jeremy is so fucking glaring. It's fucking insane. And it's like I said earlier, it's like you know how Phil, I always say it, Trump is just DSP, and DSP was lucky enough to be president. The quartering is DSP if DSP was intelligent and lucky enough to take advantage of culture war bullshit. You know, like you have to
For
think
life, 'cause
about it
I'm
on
making
that
so much
level.
money on
It's like,
YouTube.
oh,
And I actually
shit.
felt like someone really wronged me or my family, I would just sue them. I wouldn't wait for the GoFundMe funds to come in to do it. I would just sue them. Just saying. I just go for it. But at the same time, this is
just like Donald Trump. Sorry, just like Uncle Trump, like to sue everybody that says mean things about him on the television screens. Bro, no, I ain't gonna be that political tonight. But that motherfucker moving so fucking weird.
exactly the pattern that we have seen with him, right?
He
First,
moving like a salty
he
ass low
gets in trouble with the Magic the Gathering. They're not going to fly me to events anymore. Well, fund me on Patreon so I can still afford to go. Oh, look, I'm banned from Magic the Gathering now. I can't participate in events. I can't do anything. Well, pledge to my Patreon to support me.
If Phil kept participating in the FGC the way he was, like as a younger fucking guy or whatever, he would have been banned from the FGC. Right? Bro, isn't fucking LTG banned from Evo because of his beef with Broly legs and shit? It's like, no, that's the thing. Phil is smart enough. Like, that's how his bloodline has survived so long, bro. You know? Like a mouse that sees its own shadow and just knows to run into its hole and be a bitch. Dog, Phil knows how to just do that. You know what I mean?
Well, this guy attacked me. Pledge to my GoFundMe.
I love this shit. This is a good react Phil's doing
goal
tonight.
of $40,000 by
The drunker I get.
Still, Jeremy went forward with it.
The more
In
I'm
the midst of
finally
filing,
enjoying it.
Jeremy received an email from the Gen Con company.
This shit is so hypocritical. It's like, dude, Jeremy's the most fucking... this is the most hypocritical thing I think Phil could do. Like, just reacting to Jeremy. Just an untalented, fucking mid-maxing, fucking stupid, drunk retard that doesn't keep himself up and, you know, probably pisses in his own fucking sink and on the carpet. Phil probably pisses on fucking cat and doesn't tell you, bro.
Informing him that he and Matt Fantastic were banned.
Yo. Phil seems like the kind of guy to get drunk and get all pissed about detractors and shit. Right before he goes to bed, he's stumbling to bed. He's a fuck. Now I gotta sleep with this fucking fat fucking retarded bitch, you know? And he's stumbling towards his bedroom, and then Cat's litter box is right there on the way to his bedroom. I could see Phil being all drunk, pissing in fucking Jasper's litter box. You know what I mean? It's like Phil and Jeremy are so alike. It's fucking
Any
crazy,
future
bro.
events. A decision
They're like dirty
influenced by the
bum-ass
possibility of further
hillbilly fucking
retaliation at Jeremy
hickadoos
at
and
upcoming
shit.
conventions. The results of the lawsuit, to some, would be similarly disappointing. Rather than reaching judgment, Jeremy and Matt settled. Matt's apology in video form appears to be a condition for this settlement.
Hi, this is Matt Loader. Some of you know me as Matt Fantastic. Just prior to Gen Con 2018, I let my anger get the best of me and physically confronted Jeremy Hambley outside a bar in Indianapolis over statements he made about me previously. I unequivocally take responsibility for my actions that evening, which were wrong, and apologize to Jeremy for my thoughtless conduct.
Matt looked gleeful in his apology, something that was not lost on those reacting to Jeremy's video. Quote, Matt is basically smirking at the beginning of his apology. He clearly doesn't think this is a serious situation even after losing. Since we will never know the terms of the settlement, I suspect from his smugness that he was not made to pay out much of anything, probably not even the cost of Jeremy's lawyers. Since Jeremy only said, quote-unquote, remaining funds would be donated.
No, I bet in this case, all Jeremy was looking for was a public apology, and that's it. I bet that's all it was. He didn't want any money from the guy because he knew he probably wasn't going to get any because the guy probably doesn't have any. He just wanted the guy to basically kind of be subjugated to him. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. If the guy attacked him, you know you're not going to get anything from him if you try to sue him in a civil court. So instead, just have the settlement be that he has to make a public apology, right? That's my guess. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. By the way, someone just attempted to tip me $20. However, it says that PayPal froze it and it has it under review. So sadly, whoever it was that just tried to tip me $20, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you worded it weirdly, because sometimes if you word things certain ways, when you do a PayPal tip, they'll freeze their money. I have no idea if it'll be unfrozen or not. But thanks for trying. But sadly, it didn't go through. I don't know what happened there. Okay.
Unquote. This was just the first of Jeremy's fundraising efforts, started in 2018 to reach an unsatisfying conclusion. The second was a fundraiser for Exclusively Games, a video game, tabletop, and arcade game media website campaigning as a space devoid of politics. Quote unquote, all games, no politics.
Isn't this guy a Culture Wars, focused creator? But now he wants to do all games, no politics? Isn't that the antithesis of the content that he makes? It's a little weird. 5,391 backers, and he got over $159,000. This is the second major campaign now. Remember I asked last time, I said, is this how it works? Hey guys, I'm announcing right now this interesting new campaign. All right, I'm going to go for it. Which is GoFundMe. I'm going to open a GoFundMe.
I'm about to spur
all right, you
out.
ready?
I'm about to
Creators Against Reacting.
Bro.
Because we all
I'm
know
about to
that
spur
reacting
all
to
the
anything
way
on the
out,
internet is
bro.
the absolute worst
Phil's
content
about to piss me all
possible.
the way
I'm
off.
staunchly against it, and we need to stop it.
He's
So I'm
gonna piss me
announcing
the
right
fuck
now
off,
during
man.
this live React stream, Gamers Against Reacting on GoFundMe. Send me funds right now. Oy, oy, oy. And he raised $159,000 for it. Wow.
He's mad that
Jeremy
he
had
wasn't able
experience
to
managing
on
websites
Project
across
7.
several channels
He's so
with little
fucking
overhead.
jealous,
This
bro.
changed in
He wasn't able to
2014 when
scam
his
these
Patreon
fucking
asked
dits
for
on Project
$5,000 per
7 on
month
his,
for
on
full
his
staff of
Patreon.
presumably
His
45
Patreon was a
writers and an
scam.
application
I'm
development
gonna lose
team.
my mind.
This changed
I'm
again
gonna mute
in
my
late
mic.
2018 when Jeremy claimed running website now cost $30,000 for 3 months. He also stated in the fundraising that he pre-funded the graphic design of the website, the HTML coding of the website, the bulletin software, and the website's forum. The $10,000 a month was to pay for articles, editors, mods, social media managers, ongoing graphic...
I can't, bro. How dare you, Phil? How dare you? With your whole Patreon, bro. Oh my God, dude. Phil Phil left his Patreon on for years, bro. Okay, I'm gonna be generous. For 5 fucking years, dude. Phil left his Patreon unattended. It was open. Anyone could just still go and give him money and all that shit. Like, Phil just left that shit open, not doing shit on it until DSP reacts in between that Project 7 React trailer fiasco, right? And him doing, I'm gonna do DSP reacts, give me like $20 or wherever the fuck, and on Patreon, right? And I'll react to whatever the fuck you send me. Dude, he did shit in between those 2 times on that Patreon. Just left it on and open so you could just sat here. Bro, how many motherfucking goddamn accounts you think sat here, subscribe to Phil's Patreon and never unsubscribe or whatever. I don't know how Patreon works. Because I'm not a fucking goddamn retard that just mindlessly throws money to untalented fucks because they do a thing or two I like. Okay? You shouldn't be either, even if you like me. Oh, you know what I mean? But fucking Phil did that shit. Okay? And let's rewind the tape. Let's go back to the Project 7 shit. He said Project 7 was coming back. It's coming back. Sub to my Patreon. Give me money. Right? And it was just like some hick and dirt fucking video. It feels like, yeah, Project 7 ain't coming back. That's when he knew for sure, like, John and, all the niggas didn't want shit to do with him no more. He's like, it was a trailer. I promise you shit. I don't have these clips at my fingertips no more, bro, like I used to, But Phil did say this. I didn't promise you shit. I didn't promise you no fucking Project 7 was coming back. I said a trailer. If you gave me my money, I was gonna give you a Project 7 trailer. And oh my God, bro. This Phil is one of the best fucking con artists, dude, that isn't fucking good at being a con artist. It's so fucking befuddling to me. He gives me autistic fucking whiplash, between going like, I hate this motherfucker, I wish his house would blow up, and going like, he isn't that bad, but he literally is a fucking dumb fuck that shouldn't deserve any shit. You know what I mean? Between being more chill and wanting to punch this fucker in the face, man. This shit makes me want to choke him like fucking Homer did Bart, bro.
Design,
this is so hypocritical.
And protection. The funding concluded with $159,443.
I feel like this shows you how fucking retarded Phil is, as like socially retarded. He has no social intelligence, because it's like, if I was in Phil's position with like my level of social intelligence, I wouldn't react to this shit at all. I just wouldn't, bro. I wouldn't, because it's like, shit. I'd be at least aware enough with my brain to go like, fuck, I did do this. I did do that. I fucking fleeced those niggas that one time, huh? Like, nah, they gonna be on my ass. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. I'm not even gonna get shit back for even participating in this. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, Phil ain't there yet. He's never going to get there.
Early 2019 to little fanfare. This is quantifiable because the articles have a view counter underneath them. While some would get as high as 8.5 thousand, others would slump to 400 views.
Gee, I can't see a reason why that particular article right here behind me would have gotten any kind of views.
I don't know. Skip juice.
A fraction of the viewership in the original tweet shows that Giacchino was not
Phil actually pauses more than I do. He really does, bro.
Not at all arguing on the topic of comics. Actually, there is no mention of comics anywhere within the tweet exchange. Jeremy's strategy,
it feels like Phil has to explain himself every time he pauses.
Did not work.
Like,
just
explain
after the Hitler tweet
himself
was posted,
in an indirect way.
Stated, quote, amazing how this fuck Hitler tweet has taken hold with people completely incapable of understanding my point, which was obvious to...
I do want to ask this. Okay, this is an important question. Maybe you guys in chat can answer this for me. Is Jeremy, like, known for getting into this heated stuff on social media, but keeping it out of his videos? Because this is all taking place on X. Well, back then it was still Twitter, right? Because I keep thinking to myself, if you want to be taken in context, make a video about this. Immediately say, this was out of context. Here's what I really meant. This should be what everyone knows. And then tweet the video. The video can't be taken out of context.
I swear to God, bro, everything Phil says is going to be rooted from a foundation of just his own fucking experiences. You know what I mean? Like,
see? So, because the problem was with these tweets and everything,
like
you're
this,
always,
but like
you can't
this,
get your
you
thought out.
see?
You get a half thought. People misconstrue the thought. They think there's sarcasm when there's not, or there is sarcasm, but they can't tell. Just make the video to explain yourself, right? Some people are saying, no, he does make these videos. Because this is confusing. Why is it? Well, I wouldn't even respond. If someone was accusing me of doing something heinous right now on X, Phil said this insanely awful thing. The first thing I would do is make the video, post the video, and then put it on X.
Bro, I have so many examples of Phil not
now
doing
you can't
this.
call me out and say I didn't say something because it's right there, black and white. Here's my video, right? So I think that he could have done that, but I don't know what's going on that he claps back like this with all these tweets. And by the way, every time that there's a tweet and then another one after the tweet and another one after the tweet, no one reads the second tweet. You understand that, right? Everyone just sees the first tweet. No one clicks. He put one of two. That has zero effect. No one's going to click and read the second tweet. They're only reading the first one. So that's really bad.
That follows me. Hollywood types saying fuck Hitler for retweets is fucking stupid and cringe. It's about virtue signaling. If this was not what dude was doing, okay. My point still stands. In what world is this known? Now I got morons posting my address to Twitter replies. Wonder where they came from.
So he's seeing massive success, right? He's making tons of money. He's getting great views doing the culture war stuff. He closes down that Magic the Gathering because he doesn't even want to waste time on that anymore. He's trying to do new endeavors like this non-political gaming website, and he wants to keep doing his quartering culture war stuff, right? But where he's faltering is he's falling into these drama traps, these little things of engagement and crap. You know what I mean? He probably would have been better off if he never responded to the whole situation, ignored the whole thing, rather than even addressing it. Because when he addressed it, he gave it merit because he felt like it was valid enough to warrant a response. If you just ignore it, it's going to go away. People are going to get bored of this nonsense and move on to something else. But he keeps engaging with it. And every time he engages with the topic, it gets blown up further. You see? So that's how I think his mistakes were with all this social media stuff. Maybe he's the kind of guy, he should have just stuck right to the videos and not do the social media stuff, which pretty much is what I do now. Like, I don't engage with social media almost ever. I just post my schedule up there. Anything you want to know about me, you want to talk about me, come to my stream. You want to hear what my thoughts are?
That's actually a lie. We could go on X and go on Phil's fucking Twitter right now and see him trying to sit here and brag about things he's done and sit here and reply to people on Twitter. Dude, he called someone a fucking retard on Twitter earlier today, okay? Oh, you don't like this. You're probably just retarded. Well, he did, bro. He's such a... Oh, my brain. My brain, dude. Like, Phil's the biggest lying hypocrite ever, dude.
Watch the video. Don't... I'm not giving you free shit on social media that then you can spin out of proportion and say I said something I didn't say. Come to my channel.
That's all he does,
That's how I handle it. But I'm a small-time guy.
On the internet
Maybe he felt like all this engagement farming on social media was beneficial to him. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it was, does it?
To be a complete fucking idiot or liar to say I was quote-unquote defending Hitler. Like, I respect the hustle, but you'd have to be a fucking idiot to think anyone was unironically defending Hitler. I just can't imagine people are this stupid. They have to just be willfully misrepresenting the point, right? Unquote. Below.
Shout out to Dream Spirals, who just gifted a sub over on Kick. Thank you, Dream Spirals, for the support. I appreciate that very much. You know, we're about to the halfway point of the React tonight. So I guess I will take this moment to do my gratuitous plug and break because we're going to keep going for another hour. But I want to say thank you to everyone who's here. We got a decent-sized audience. I'd say probably about the same size as last time, which I'm happy with because I was wondering if we were going to see a significant decline, and we really haven't. So thanks to everyone who's here live chilling and enjoying and supporting. I appreciate you guys. It looks like we got another super chat that just came out. This is, oh, wow. Hold on. We got a bunch of support that just hit. So we've got Flatman B with a $2 super chat, walking by throwing my tip in the hat. Well, thank you so much, Flatman, for the $2. And it looks like we got Guitar Player just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Thank you, Guitar Player. For 5 memberships. I appreciate that very, very much. And now it looks like we've got First Name 20 just gifted a sub over on Kick as well. I think they're now tied with Stepdad for 2 subs tonight. If they gift another one, they'd actually be the top spot and they'd get on the leaderboard there. Thank you so much, First Name 20, for that. I appreciate that. Awesome stuff, guys.
Good job giving me money, guys. I'm translating what Phil's saying. Good job being retarded.
Okay. Thank you for the support. I was gonna say we're at the halfway point. What I'd like to say is if you're enjoying this right now,
Thanks for
if
making
you're watching
sure my
live on
wife
YouTube,
lives
please
in
give the stream a
buttered
like.
brickle.
Engagement is key. This channel, DSP Reacts, has no engagement because I haven't used it in ages. So you just liking this stream today helps this a lot to get seen in the YouTube algorithm. If you're watching this video on demand, when it becomes an on-demand video on-demand VOD or whatever they're called, please like it, leave comments. The engagement is critical that this channel can be seen and people can find this content again. If you're here live, you can support the content. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships. Super stickers also now show up and pop up on stream. Thank you for the kicks. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the tips. Thank you everyone who supported tonight so far. We got another hour to go. All right. So let's go. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's see how far we can get tonight. All right. Ready? Let's continue.
Jeremy linked to a video by D'Angelo Wallace that covers Jeremy's tweet. At the time Jeremy posted it, the video had 82,000 views. Present day, the video sits at nearly 2 million views. With Twitter further examining Jeremy, his views came into question, specifically these 4 recent images. The first one is Jeremy stating that though he considers himself to be pretty progressive, he believes transgender people have an advantage in sports. The second is in support of someone who is labeled a homophobe, going as far as to call them a hero. The third shows that he believes
it's all rage bait culture wars. It's what it's always been. This is what this guy is doing, and he is excelling at it, and that's why he's getting 20 million views a month on his channel.
That some transgender people transition as a trend, and the fourth is an image of 2 men kissing that is captioned with Jeremy stating, quote, "If you want to raise awareness, you have to make people want to throw up in their mouths," unquote. On March 12, 2020, Jeremy announced he deleted all of his tweets. This same day, Jeremy uploaded a video titled, "YouTube is destroying my channel and I have proof."
I just to be honest with you all, I've been very, very stressed over the past week or two. And I've tried to not let on to it, but I can't figure it out, and I need your help. Something is really weird with my YouTube channel. The videos that were supposed to send notifications, YouTube sends 3 notifications in one 24-hour period. The Review Tech USA video got well viewed. That's about my normal. My normal videos get between 100 and 150,000 views. The second video, which should have done really well, 50,000. The third video, which should have done really well, 59,000. I'm done antagonizing people on Twitter. I'm done with it because I just lose. Even though most of these idiots were just coming at me with flat out lies, I get embroiled in it, and I gave them what they wanted, and I lost course. I'm not
correct. From everything that I've observed, that's exactly what happened. He wasted his time. He gained nothing from it. Well, maybe he's learning. Good. Maybe he's learning from this.
Do that anymore on Twitter, okay? I'm making very real changes.
According to Jeremy Social Blade, this is the dip he was speaking of. A viewership decrease of 2 million, going from 14 million in February to 12 million in March.
My channel seems to be quarantined in some way that I haven't been able to detect yet, but is supported by all sorts of anecdotal evidence that I'm going to share with you to help share not just my videos, but other people's videos in this space. And I need you to give me feedback because YouTube is slowly killing us. They're slowly pushing out independent creators, which is why I have a BitChute, which is why I have a library account. I'm a founding member on Library, okay? I'm a financial supporter of Library and BitChute because I know this is what's happening, but we still have to fight back. And I'm sorry I don't have the energy, but I'm just frustrated and tired. Please help not just me, but other independent creators continue to exist here on YouTube.
What I will say here is, all right, because everyone who, when they do reacts like this, everyone looks at them too. I'm not immune to this. I'm not above this. I've done it. There's been times when I was doing really well for myself and I saw a decline in YouTube. And I would say to the viewers, I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's that you guys aren't getting notifications. I don't know if you guys are not interested in this particular game or whatever. Like, this totally happened to me. I would say this actually happened to me around 2012, 2013. Now, keep in mind, I had only done YouTube full time since like 2011. You know, it was always a hobby until like late 2010, early 2011. And then all of a sudden I noticed between like 2012, 2013, I would do certain game playthroughs and they would just not get any views compared to, like, it used to be a point where anything I did would get views. It didn't matter what game I played. I could be scratching my ass on camera. I'd get like 20,000 views scratching my ass. Okay. Then all of a sudden that kind of went away. And it could simply be stagnation. It could be you're doing the same kind of thing for so long and you're not doing anything fresh or different. People tend to get tired. They move on. If he's been doing this culture war stuff for 2, 3, 4 years straight, people...
Sounds like Phil has been doing some drunk reflecting while listening to detractor content. You know what I mean? And he internalized it. But this is what narcissists do. This is why they're so fucking, like, toxic and shit. They don't learn, right? They just absorb advice and shit and morph it in a way where it benefits them temporarily and shit, dude. You know? Like, Phil's just giving advice that all these people throughout the years have given him, and he's just refused to fucking take because he's thought he's smarter than everybody else. But now he could sit here and go, so this is this guy's problem. This motherfucker doesn't even fucking know what the fuck's wrong with himself. You know?
They're getting tired
Holy
of the same
shit.
shit. They want something new and fresh, and they just tend to move on. It's stagnant now. And what I would do the same thing. I would go to my audience and I would say, man, I'm disappointed because I thought that I was going to continue on this trend of growth, and now it's kind of plateauing. And what does that mean? Because I had aspirations to move, and I had aspirations to do this and do that. And if it means that my income is plateauing now and my views are plateauing, maybe that means that I can't do any of that stuff that I wanted to do. And, you know, I don't know if it's really fair to share that with your audience.
And Phil's just talking about how
Okay?
he is Phil.
I'm telling you
in
that
this
now.
position and shit.
You know,
Like, this
14
is
years
how
later
it
after the fact.
feels.
But I don't know if it's fair to share that and to put that on your audience, because that's a thing for you, like, you to figure out, right? Like, really, in reality, why am I plateauing? Why am I not growing anymore? Why did I go down in views this month? Okay? You should try to figure that out before you put it on your viewing audience and be like, well, it must totally be because YouTube is secretly hiding my channel, or, you know what I mean? I don't think that's the case. In this case, from what I'm seeing, from what he's showing, there is no distinct pattern there. It's just he's putting out the same 2, 3 videos a day. They're getting stagnant. People get bored of it. You know what I mean? And we make completely different kinds of content. With my content, if I play a super popular game, like I just played Resident Evil 9
But
Requiem a
here's
few
where
months ago.
I'm
Sky high views on
different.
the playthrough. Why?
You see the manipulative, narcissistic shit he's doing? Bro, he's just taking things people have said about him and repackaging them so he could criticize Jeremy. And this is like advice he doesn't even still take to the day. I fucking hate Phil, bro. This is what makes him evil. Honestly, this is what makes him kind of like an evil fucking
It's a
retard
hot
in a
game,
way,
big game
bro.
from Capcom. Everyone wants to see me play the hot
This is
game.
what makes me
Then I try to play
different.
another new game.
That's a cherry on top for me too. Look, I do different things than Jeremy, okay? I don't fucking do things that say things that piss certain people, certain communities off. I just play my games and I just have fun and eat ice cream and cookies all day. Like, literally, he wants to act like he's fucking Mr. Rogers or some shit, bro. This motherfucker.
And it's a smaller game, and it barely gets any attention whatsoever. Well, you know, them's the breaks. Sometimes you got to ride with the industry. Maybe the topics he was covering weren't that interesting at the time. And that's why his views were stagnant or declining, right?
This is
the weird
all
thing is, like he's
advice
saying,
people
his
have
one
given
video
Phil,
did get views.
and he's called them retards.
So if you got one video that's getting the better views,
F-words,
maybe
fucking all
focus
kinds
more
of
on
shits,
that
dude.
content that's bringing you
No
the views.
lives, jealous.
I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I'm trying to apply my experience to what he went through. Because I've been there, like,
don't do that,
hey, everything was
Phil.
working.
You are not like
this
the
pattern,
quartering.
this work ethic, this schedule, this
You
was
better
working. Everyone liked it. Now
scammer
all of a
you,
sudden it's
dude.
not working anymore. Well, that does happen on YouTube. I don't necessarily think it's YouTube is hiding anything. Now, by the way, there have been distinct times over the years that YouTube has changed the algorithm. And when they do, they usually don't tell anyone. So overnight, you might have a video that used to be hot and now no one can find it. I've had videos that for years were insanely popular and would bring me in 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views a month, even though they were from years ago. And then all of a sudden overnight, someone finger snapped and those videos now get 0 views. No one can find them in the algorithm. That does happen. But his new content getting a declining active viewer base, it may be that, quite frankly, people are just tired of the same shtick. They want something new. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But I do feel like to do this and come out publicly and talk about it like this, is it the end of the world that he was getting 14 million views and now he's only getting 12? No, he's still doing well for himself. So why are you really like talking about it and complaining about it? I don't get it.
To push back against.
Why can't you take your own fucking advice, you cocksucking piece of shit? Like on some real shit. Like, who do you think you are, Phil? Mr. Bro. I hate this motherfucker so fucking much. I wish he'd just fucking die of a heart attack. You know what I mean? Young people sometimes just have a heart attack and die, and it's like they ain't deserve to go to the gym every day. Why can't it happen to Phil? Why can't Phil just have like an unfortunate fucking death before his time, bro? I swear, it's just like the shittiest fucking uncontributing pieces of shit. Gonna just live forever, bro.
What is an
The most beloved people ever. You know, I mean, celebrities, nobodies. It's like they just die. Get hit by a car, riding your bike on your, your way home from work, from your hard fucking job. It's like all these things happen to all these people, bro. God damn it! I wish Phil just like choking his own oxygen sometimes.
Biased the
Fuck.
mainstream media by YouTube.
Despite Jeremy's evidence,
like, who do
that
you
largely
think you
consisted
are
of users not getting
sometimes,
notifications
homeboy?
for his uploads and
Like-
petitioning for support on third-party platforms, his channel
So, this is what this is. Bro. I gotta stop. He's breaking my head. I gotta smoke a bowl, bro. I gotta smoke a bowl. He's making me get all autistic and shit.
Social Blade graph jumped to 20 million views
This is
in
how
the
I'm
following
about to
month,
spurg
his
out.
best performing
The
month
incredible
ever. This
spurg.
same month, Jeremy announced on Unsleep Media that he was returning to Magic, apologizing to Wizards of the Coast while also faking their apology to him. In this video in April, Jeremy claimed his return was not a ploy for financial gain. Instead, it was for when he needed to boost his mood.
I view this channel as like a cathartic outlet for me, a place for me to go and just relax and turn off my brain and open some product again.
Jeremy would leave and return to Unsleep Media multiple times in the following years, making it a useful tool to track when he's feeling despondent. His channel, with its improved performance, should not have brought him undue stress. Exclusively Games was a different story. Quote, I really am struggling with keeping Exclusively Games running. The monthly nut is nearly $15,000 and website revenue is trash. It was a website in a time where websites
I don't
are dying.
believe that.
Do I continue to crowdfund it or admit
$15,000,
defeat?
bro?
Unquote. Exclusively Games had sunk to the point that articles on the site's front page were not only lacking
That sounds
in
so
comments, but
inflated
also
for
the view
pity.
counts were so low that they were presumably not displayed. As such, the website closed in mid-2020. Jeremy later claimed that the website exceeded its $200,000 fundraised amount at the beginning of the year.
I paid a severance to my video editors. I paid a severance to all the major writers, which I of course proved since then. A 1 month severance for some of the bigger salaried people. Why did I have to finally pull the plug? Well, I had been paying for everything out of pocket since basically January, which was almost $10,000 to $12,000 a month, depending on which months
you know, how many articles we publish in a month.
The figure of $10,000 to $12,000 a month was different than the $15,000 Jeremy tweeted about. With 12 months of operation cost should have amounted to $120,000 to $144,000. On the website QB Farms, verified poster and alleged friend of Jeremy claims that Jeremy was not being too dishonest, that he did pay out severance, and Jeremy was mostly hands-off when it came to the website, and it was mismanaged to hell by infamous commentator Ian Miles Chung. Quote, "After I left, Ian was eventually fired for failing in his duties and scamming Jeremy. To my knowledge, the site never fully recovered. Things behind the scenes often seem to be messy or disorganized."
One thing that we can say, or at least I can say, maybe you don't say this, is that at least going through this, the one thing that I think Jeremy has going for him is that he keeps trying different ideas, even if they're expensive. And even if they don't work, you know, he does give it a try. He is trying different things. He's not just this one guy who's pig-headed doing one thing forever. But I don't think that many of his ideas have been very good outside of the Culture Wars one. And maybe the Magic one could have worked if there wasn't so much drama around it. But like this idea, I think, was destined to fail from day one. When you're known as a Culture Wars guy, and then you say, well, I'm going to make a site with no politics. But you're known for politics. So why is anyone going to want to go to the site that's no politics? It doesn't seem to make sense. But he is trying different things. And in this case, it seems like he got scammed, is what they're saying. The guy who he was paying to do stuff wasn't doing it right or whatever.
As for how a site with 200 grand failed, well, Jeremy wasted a lot of funds. On the site, mind you. I won't share figures, but the design team got paid exceptionally well, as did IMC, among others. I think Jeremy just got in over his head and trusted the wrong people. I don't have access to all that. All I know is that Ian was paid, I believe, $2,500 to $5,000 or so per month, unquote. Jeremy, at a later date, revealed that Ian Miles Chung lied to his face in claiming the website needed more support. Jeremy complied, and Ren, an additional quote-unquote employee, was hired. From what Jeremy gathers, Ren was an e-girl who Chung bought an iPhone 4 and was sending money to.
When I confronted him over it, he had a mental breakdown, a bawling breakdown on Skype for stealing not my money, but your money. The people had backed the project. It was $645. He would have gone right on stealing my money, stealing your money, had I not figured it out, okay?
To add to Jeremy's financial strain, he was dropped by sponsor Dollar Shave Club in June. When he did not receive a reply from the company, he assumed it was because of his content. This is something he made a video on, titled, "Sponsor Dropped Me for Not Being Woke. Goodbye, Dollar Shave Club." The following day, Jeremy tweeted, quote, "After over a week, Dollar Shave Club replied on why they terminated my partnership after I uploaded a video about it. They claim that it is performance related and shared the data with me. The data supports their claim," unquote. Jeremy was not having a pleasant time on Twitter, to the point that on July 27, 2020, he announced he was leaving altogether.
I'm not a small channel anymore that really needs that video to go viral on Twitter to live. Right now, I'm concerned about being a better husband, better work-life balance, and removing the toxic elements that...
For what I'm to understand, he just deleted his Twitter today, but not really. He deactivated it. So it's May 10th, 2026, and he was still tweeting, and he just deactivated it. So I don't think that this really worked.
...are causing my hair to fall out at an increasingly rapid rate.
On Twitter, there was much celebration. 3 days later, Jeremy made a video doing two things. He showcased these tweets of celebration and was adamant about having multiple gay dads.
2,300 likes. A lot of people hated me on Twitter. Also, I have two dads. I'll have you know I have two dads. One of my dads is black and gay. Also has this dad. I don't know. Maybe he has three dads. Someone makes sense to me. Now, this is one of my dads. All right?
It took 5 days for TheQuarting to return to Twitter. Apparently not under Jeremy, but under his employee, Maggie. Then
5 days?
3 days after that tweet, Jeremy was back tweeting as TheQuarting. Quote, "Yeah, I came back to Twitter. Are people not allowed to change their mind? Not very progressive." Unquote. This was tweeted on August 17th, 2020. The same
What are
day
you
one of
laughing
Jeremy's
about,
most
Phil?
well-known live streams, much to his displeasure.
I don't even think Phil knows what's happening in this fucking
Maybe I'm
video
gonna pee
so
in my
far.
trash
I
can.
really don't.
I don't know.
What?
My wife went out for pizza without me, and I'm angry about it.
This is
I'm
when
gonna
Jeremy
win this
pissed on
round,
his
and I'm gonna
carpet.
pee
If I don't win this round, I'm gonna pee in my own basement.
Jeremy, inebriated, scorned, and suffering from a lack of pizza, sought to take his revenge. The object of his derision would have to be the drain in his basement.
I gotta pee so bad. I want to lose so I can pee, but I don't want to lose. I have to pee so bad, though. It's hard to describe how angry my bladder is. You guys
Phil
don't
wants to
know. It's gonna
laugh. He
explode.
thinks
My
this shit
bladder's
is
gonna
funny.
blow.
Like urine and fecal matter and farts and dicks and balls and shit. It's literally like a 10-year-old kid stuck in some 50-year-old man's body. But look at him. Look. You think I'm fucking full of shit? You think I'm just yapping and full of shit? No, bro. Look at this fucking man-child. Look at this baby man, bro. He wants to laugh so fucking bad at this shit just because, like, urine's involved. He wants to pull his pee-pee out and piss somewhere. Oh, we normally only do that in toilets. And it's like he's weird. He has, like, a weird autistic child sense of wonder and fucking sense of humor and shit, bro.
Get up! Get up! No!
Oh no.
Gotta do the performative face touches, like, oh man, I hate him. Phil's became
literally
like
never
worse
lost
in
that
everything
round.
he used to criticize, like for
I've
sure.
never lost that round.
Why does he sounds like me?
Because he
That's
is
totally
you.
something I would say.
Because he
I
is
didn't
you.
lose. I didn't lose. I've never.
Well, he is you, Phil. This motherfucker, bro. Who do you think you are tonight, Phil? Oh my god, bro. I hate this motherfucker. When is he gonna die?
Never lost that
Fucking
before.
God.
Lost that round. Oh my god. I just peed in my basement. No, not in the kitty litter. Just in the drain. In the drain.
Though Jeremy deleted the livestream, Channel Virus Sanity uploaded a 5-minute supercut of the event.
Why? I mean, why would you delete the live stream? There's no point. Everyone knows that anything about this live stream is immediately stolen
Phil
and
knows
put
why you
everywhere on the
delete
internet.
the
If you ever have an
live
embarrassing
streams.
moment, it cannot be deleted. It is there forever. There was no point to deleting it. It's not going to help.
Phil's trying to delete
Commented
a
on
bunch
this video
of
with,
shit. What do you
imagine
mean,
thinking
bro?
this is an own. In the hundreds of
This
comments
is
responding
crazy,
to the
man.
quartering, there is only a single
He's
comment
like
of support.
LARPing, like
Between
he's
the basement
not
urination
Phil.
and the Twitter
He's
debacle,
some guy
there
named
could be an explanation
Jonathan
for why the quartering
doing
was acting out
commentary
in
on
August.
fucking the
It could be
quartering and
this
shit.
graph,
It's so
showing
weird.
his views slumped from 23 million in July to 13 million in August, a period that Jeremy claims his channel was dead.
We went through that whole month back in August where, like, I mean, it was dead. The channel was basically dead and gone for almost 3 weeks. And I think that was a direct result of a dip in my channel's activity and interactions and people liking the videos. And so now I've gone back to being a little more aggressive about that.
This was around the period that Jeremy was uploading 5 to 7 videos a day. As was with the last time he saw a dip in viewership, the following month he saw an increase in views. And the month after that, he saw an increase in mockery. On October 21st, 2020, the H3 podcast released Content Court, The Quartering, a nearly 2-hour-long video covering the quartering's history of blunders.
He is triggered about the redesign. He doesn't like that the new updated version of the character doesn't have big boobs anymore, essentially. And he also mentions that he wasn't a fan of the original, but he's extremely triggered by this new iteration.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
The title is Disgracing She-Ra.
That's right.
Disgracing She-Ra and Strong, Beautiful Heroes. I see he's achieved a almost
spelled heroes
50%
wrong.
dislike ratio on this one, even from his own fans. So
Jeremy has a habit of accidentally owning himself on Twitter. You use the word cuck.
Your Honor, if I may interject and submit to the court, when we were looking at these.
So wait a minute. This happened when? 2020? They're saying? So if this happened way back when in 2020, we're talking almost 6 years ago now. What What prompted him to act the way that he just acted recently with Kino Casino and with a lot of other creators who were clipping the Kino Casino stuff and all that? Because they're already talking right now. They seem to be talking about a lot of the stuff that I'm hearing now is in the discussions, right? They're making fun of his content. They're making fun of his work ethic, that he's a fake, that he's a grifter. Now they're getting into personal insults, right? So this is 6 years ago. Did he react the same way that apparently he's been reacting as of recent? And if that's not the case, what prompted the difference in reaction
Phil being
between
Joe
back then and now?
Nobody. They ain't did shit to
6 years
nobody
changed,
over
right?
how,
I wonder
how
what
he
has happened, because
reacted
I have
about
no clue
shit,
if his
and
metrics have
he's
gone
sitting here
up, down,
going,
left, right,
how?
if he's
I
changed
wonder
the product he's
why?
putting out. I have no idea.
I wonder why this egotistical
'Cause it's 6 years ago.
retard
Never laughed so hard in
did
my
what
life.
he
I fell over in
did.
my chair.
I don't know. I don't
Wife's
get
out
it.
flying this morning,
It's
so
so
I got up early
annoying,
to play
bro.
some video
Fuck
games.
Phil,
Married
bro.
life.
He's the biggest piece of
My
shit
wife
ever for
asked-
doing this shit.
Just asked
Like, he
why
kind of
her
is
lotion
in
was down
some
in my
ways,
office,
man.
and she refuses to
'Cause
believe
then
that
he'll
it was
cry.
full of bit in spite of
Cry
video
for everybody
evidence.
does the shit to him,
Yeah,
you
dude.
know?
This video also covered Jeremy's Hitler tweet, him peeing in his basement, his many videos on Brie Larson, and more. Jeremy, furious, responded on the same day of its upload on nearly every platform at his disposal.
He takes basically the same boring old, like, little 10 greatest hits from the far left. You know, the whole yikes. We're gonna take every joke.
Is H3, is he considered far left? Again, I don't know. I'm not in this space. I don't even know. Is he considered left? I didn't even know that. If that's
Phil
the case.
watches a bunch of
Extremely out of
drama
context.
shit,
We're gonna look
bro.
at really old videos.
After stream when
Though
he's
Jeremy
fucking
was
drinking.
displeased at Ethan Klein of H3H3 not providing extensive context,
I'm so sick of this. Like, I don't know. Who's the president of the United States right now? Is it fucking Roosevelt? I don't know. What's the #1 hit on the Billboard? Is it fucking man with no name from the 70s? I don't know. Huh? What? Like, he about to drool on himself,
Jeremy
bro.
himself
Like, you
would
know
not even-
damn well, bro, Phil knows what the fuck's happening. I hate this nigga. He knows what time it is.
watched the content court before making this video
God,
and proceeded
bro.
to be deceptive about its contents.
Really, really low brow, low energy stuff. I really
So
wasn't gonna
smug
respond
about
to
it,
But, you
too.
know, once he starts talking about my wife,
That
like,
smug little
repeatedly,
fucking
then I
dick
kinda
suck
have a
fucking
problem.
smile
I
he
barely
always
even
has,
I probably
bro.
watched a grand total of 15 minutes of this.
I know
and,
a secret
it seemed
that
like
you
every little
don't
spot
know.
I picked, he's talking about my wife. My wife is somebody that remains offline, does not interact with anybody, and no, I don't believe she's fair game. You know, because he can't stop talking about my wife. I think he's probably jealous. I mean, my wife is a beautiful woman. She's, you know, funny and
She looks like she
kind,
fucks
and
black dick on the
she
low,
hasn't been
bro.
with Keemstar.
For real.
It's sad how
So this is the thing, like, this is very similar to what just happened, where he called out the casino and said, listen, you can make fun of me as much as you want. I find actually your content funny, but the fact that you bring up my wife and my family, that's where you cross the line. Right? So,
Bro, Phil hung out with Kino Casino for like fucking 8 goddamn months, dude. Just because he was getting views and shit, and PPP would sit here and make fun of his wife and all this shit. Literally, just in his face, insult his wife, and Phil would tee all his gay little laughs and shit, bro. Cause yo, Phil felt fucking good. To feel like he was normal and part of the fucking joking and shit. You know what I mean? And that shows you how much of a piece of shit Phil is. Like, he's just like, okay, with some fat retard, bro, making fun of your fat fucking wife, right? Because he's letting you hang out with him pretty much, dog. And that's Phil. What are you reacting to? Why don't you talk about why you let PPP insult your wife, Phil? For almost a fucking year, bro. Why'd you let him do that? You still hung out with him, dog. You still acted like that. He was one of your N-words, bro, in the cut. I call him PPP. Don't forget, that's a meme because that's the thing Phil said. Okay? Ashton, I call him PPP. Like he's a friend and shit. Oh, bro. Ah,
Oh,
somebody killed
that's
me.
what gets me. Like, so what happened? This is 6 years ago. And now the same thing is recurring 6 years later, but the reaction is different. He's angry. He's making a reaction video about it. That's true. But what prompted all the different reactions today, which apparently there is many different ones, the flagging, the again, this is all supposed. I don't think anyone can actually prove any of it, but supposedly him flagging tons of channels, supposedly him getting the King of Casino Clips channel taken down, saying it's ban evasion, because supposedly he got Andy Worski's YouTube channel retaken down. I mean, it's a lot of things here. I don't know if anyone has definitive proof of any of it, but it's kind of weird that it all happened. I've already talked about this weeks ago on DSP Gaming in that initial video that I made about the topic, right? So it is weird that 6 years later, the same thing has happened.
Phil's not really going to engage with
now
this shit,
the response is different besides just doing the response video.
Ethan Klein has fallen.
It's very easy to go, well, Phil,
he used to produce
why
great
did you
content,
delete
and now
your
he just
detractors
lazily,
and false copyright strike
regurgitates,
them? There's a bunch of
content he read,
detractors whose fucking
about
channels
other
are
content
just gone.
creators.
Because of
make
Phil,
it seem as if Ethan Klein was making disparaging remarks about his wife. The top
Why is
comment
it a
reflects
problem
this
now,
and celebrates
Phil?
Jeremy's
Why is
own
it okay
comment,
when it was
insinuating
just
that Ethan
you?
Klein's wife slept with another creator. In the content court video that Jeremy
Phil,
did
he
not
had to
watch,
stance when it
Jeremy's wife
happened
is
to
only brought up
him.
when Jeremy brings up his wife. From when he
'Cause
urinated
he's
in
a
his basement to his
narcissistic
comments about her
cocksucker.
disbelief that he was not
He only
using
cares
her
about
lotion
him.
to masturbate. On Twitter,
He can only
Ethan
relate
asked
to
Jeremy
things
for a
that only
timestamp
he's
for where in the content
experienced and
court
shit,
he
bro.
insulted his wife.
He's a
Jeremy
piece of
instead
shit.
responded with, quote, Ethan, I appreciate the free promotion and your concern about my dick size, my sex life, and the lineage of my family. This video is defamatory and desperate. You and I both know if you were anyone else, this would be creator-on-creator harassment and a strike. You've fallen so far, unquote. Jeremy on the Incredible Salt Mine channel would admit to not watching this video once more.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it. Who the fuck? 2 hour? I mean, 2 hours.
It was in this stream that
There's insane amounts of content made about me. I watch none of it. Okay?
He watches all of it. He's tried to strike down a bunch of it. He fucking sits here and gets drunk and has fucking weird narcissistic dreams about fantasy lands where I love Phil and give him $50 and all this shit, bro. Oh my head, bro. What did I choose to do to myself tonight?
They must be making endless money on this show. That must be what it is, right? Like the more ridiculous and risque and over the top of the stories they're telling.
I hate how he's trying to act like he isn't the guy he is. You know what I mean? I kind of miss when Phil kind of would like get all pissy and let the mask slip that he wasn't poor. I miss when Phil pretended to be poor. I really do. That was like the more manageable fucking version of Phil. This is like goddamn, like Phil has a symbiote version of Phil who took over his fucking dumbass weird body and shit. This is the most narcissistic and assholey and just like fucking weird I've ever seen him be.
They're making like ridiculous
real,
amounts
I
of
don't
money.
think I'm wrong.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Be.
Because look at the money
Like him
rolling in. The
spinning
whole
in a
bottom of the screen is
chair
ding,
was
ding, ding,
pretty
ding, ding,
fucking
ding.
weird
Cash
that one
register is
time.
ka-chinging, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Why else would you be telling this stuff nonstop? This and that.
But
Did
I
another
swear,
five.
it's like him actually kind of LARPing like he's normal. Like he's like one of us. Oh, hey, I'm Phil. I'm a normal guy. I've never fucking made almost millions of dollars fucking defrauding and scamming people. I'm a totally normal person. I work very hard for what I get. Wink, wink. Look at this guy. Uh-oh, look at him. So he's getting drunk, and he's obviously pissing people off. Look at him. I've never done that. It's like he's acting like a sly little cat. I hate him, bro. If Phil was an animal, he actually would be like some decrepit fucking like dirty alley cat, bro. Just like sneaky and gay and opportunistic and shit, bro. He rub up on you if you think you had some fucking food in your pocket and
$5 tip.
shit. This motherfucker, I hate him.
And he says, yes, I did mean not harassing
I
women
need
for
to
clicks.
stop.
My
I'm
sister is actually
sorry.
a feminist. We've watched your Heavy Rain playthrough and laughed our asses off at the club scene. Cool.
I'm a black. I loved when you used to yell the N-word to other black people. You know what I'm saying? Like these fake ass fucking tips and shit. I'm a feminist. I love when you fucking act like an incelic, non fucking pussy getting little fucking weirdo. My wife loves it. Like totally. This is so crazy, bro. This is why I can't watch Phil like I used to. I swear.
Yeah, I mean, I really have made an honest.
I'm like at that point. It's like, Phil, if I could, I would do the job Jaha wouldn't. I'm not a bitch. I'll go to jail. Like, bro, I would probably take the charge. I would. It ain't shit. Like, bro, just one backhand. I'm not gonna try to like kill Phil, maim him, right? But if I could, I feel like I'd backhand the shit out of him with all my might. Where I'd probably like dislocate one of my fucking fingers, dude. But I would probably have to fucking sit in jail for like a few months. Like I would, bro. And do some community service, and I'd probably have to give Phil some restitution. But I'd be the guy that fucking shut his ass up for good. I feel like if I punch Phil in the face, this nigga would fucking, he'd be done forever. Like,
You know, effort to turn myself around and be a different kind of creator.
I'm just gonna work at Walmart. Nowadays, I just work at Walmart. I manage my employees, and I go home. Nothing else. Nope. Oh, and nothing else to do with the internet no more. I feel like Phil really got like jumped or punched in the face. He'd be like, nope. I want nothing to do with nothing this shit no more.
In the last,
I want that to happen to him. I really don't. Because Phil, I feel like Phil couldn't handle getting jumped and punched. And what do you guys actually probably would murder him? I feel like someone would murder him. Just one hit to the face.
5 to
but
10 years. And
it's a nice thought. Thoughts aren't illegal or against TOS in video games, you know? It'd be nice to see Phil get punched in a fantasy land.
I really
bro.
do think I am now with the kind of stuff that I do in my
My
commentary
dream
chain.
world, Phil,
So,
Phil he gets jumped every time he leaves the
I have
house.
no desire to go after
That's
anyone,
why he
male,
doesn't
female,
leave
or
the
anyone
house.
on the internet and systematically try to harass them.
All right, we need
for
to
any.
fast
If so,
forward. Phil he ain't even dude. This is the thing about Phil when he reacts to certain shit. He doesn't know shit about the quartering. He doesn't care either, which is fine. It is fine. Okay. But like this guy interviewed you. You know what I'm saying? This guy gave you a crumb of the clout he had back in the day. And it's like, this is how you repay him? Oh my god. If you think about it like that, it's kind of fucked up. Fuck Jeremy. He's fucked me over too, pretty much. But like, no, in a roundabout way, he did try to. He gave Phil a piece of his clout when Jeremy was at his peak, bro. You know what I mean? And this is how Phil repays him. I'm a reactor to someone covering all your worst moments.
Does he have like a P.O. box you can...
Bro, the quartering didn't do this to Phil. This is kind of funny, bro. It kind of shows you how like Phil has no loyalty to no one and all that shit. He just kind of like uses people for what he can use them for, right? At the moment, and then he just kind of moves on. Tra-la-la-la-la. I don't even think, bro. I'd be surprised. I would be more shocked if Phil remembered that this is the guy that interviewed him. Like, this guy interviewed him back in the day. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if Phil's like, huh? Someone in chat saying that TheQuarting interviewed me? Huh? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
mail him envelopes of cash?
I love this.
Does he accept Bitcoin? Does he? What else? Cash App. That's right, Cash App. We can't forget Cash App. There's got to be more. Can you have a carrier pigeon fly funds to this man? Because I may be interested in doing it that way. That might be the way that I've decided. I understand about diversification. I get it. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, especially when you get attacked on the internet for things you say and do. For example, you don't want the one way where you get most of your income to be shut down, and now you have no other way to make money. I get that. But I do think it's a little excessive.
Money.
Mines, Twitch.
I like the way Phil says money sometimes. Hey, you know it's so the least way to make money. You know what I mean? He says it like a mobster, kind of like a modern mobster, like money. You put a little emphasis on the O and shit. Money. Like, like, I don't know. That's how you know Phil loves that shit, bro.
Parler,
He
Rumble,
loves that
BitChute,
shit.
YouTube,
Money. He puts some
Patreon,
emphasis- He puts some
GoFundMe.
stake on money's name.
I'm seeing a pattern that perhaps there's a focus here. And of course, you don't understand.
God damn, bro. Fucking A, dude.
Bigger than just a few boring topics. And I put out a tweet about it this morning, and more than a dozen other creators.
I will say this. I feel like now that we're halfway into the
Holy
documentary,
shit,
we're
he
just about at
actually
the halfway
does
point.
pause more than
I
me.
do
That's kinda
feel
crazy.
like he got way too comfortable making content either really tired or really inebriated or both. I don't think he's really inebriated right here, but he sounds tired. And when you're really exhausted and you're not going to make as good content and you're going to tend to sound more whiny and more agitated. I know because I've been there. If I'm here and I'm already...
Literally, Phil's just describing a toddler that didn't have their nap. Like, literally, like, on God, dude. On God, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially if you have kids, that's all that he described right now. No grown fucking man acts like that because he ain't had no sleep. They just straight up go like, I'm tired, bro. Oof. But let's get what we need to get done. Because you kind of know how to regulate your emotions a little bit better. But Phil's describing like a toddler. Oh, I know what that's like. When you're moody because you're sleepy and you didn't get to do all the things you want, and yeah, man. I just love how he relates to him from this man-child fucking lifestyle, pretty much.
tired or I'm in a bad mood and I'm going to make content, then the content's not...
You shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't do content when you're sleepy, because then you're in a bad mood. It's like Phil does this shit all the time.
going to be as good, and it's going to maybe come across not in a way where I'm going to conduct my...
This is the guy with the whiniest fucking voice on YouTube. So you're going, oh, fuck, man. Someone kill me.
myself intelligently or
Somebody
express an
kill
idea as
me.
intelligently because I'm kind of beat or I'm annoyed at something, right? And it seems like the further in we're getting into this documentary, we're realizing he just was very comfortable with doing that. But that's not, like, this video, what is the point of this video that we're watching right now? I don't get it. What is the...
It feels like he's trying to discredit Joon. Because don't forget, bro, this motherfucker Joon done made a doc on this guy. And it didn't really go the way Phil, like, kind of wanted it to go. I feel like Phil probably does, deep down, have a chip on his shoulder towards Joon. And it's like, well, what's the point of this? Oh, maybe he's... Dude, fuck. Phil's so horrible at reacting. You know what I mean? I don't even know if he's reacting to Joon's editing or what Jeremy's doing sometimes. Like, Phil just pauses way too
point
much.
of the video he's making? Is this going to help him in any
I'm not
way? What he's doing right
I'm
now?
not that far behind him, bro.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm like 2 minutes
I mean,
behind
if you
him.
know that there's always an algorithmic reset at the beginning of
He's
every year,
actually pausing
and
more
YouTube's
than me.
algorithm doesn't make the YouTube algorithm. YouTube does. So if you can't control that, you can't speak to YouTube and get them to listen.
He just keeps pausing to talk about like just shit that only he relates to and only things that he could fucking talk about. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't know shit or jack else about the quartering or anything else that goes on around like these certain errors of the quartering. I'm not gonna say I did all the time either, but still, it's just like feels like I'm here. The quartering. So it seemed like he scammed his audience, and it's like you, yeah, like you, Phil. You know, he keeps dancing all around certain things that you could pin him to and shit.
Venting to
It's
your
like a really
public
gay
viewership
fucking
probably
react,
won't
bro.
work or help. And instead,
It's not
you
one
should
of
maybe
Phil's
talk to
better
your colleagues who are seeing similar problems and work together to try to do some kind of a collective solution, or perhaps, again, something to drive an increase in interest with your content during these time periods when you're seeing the downturns. But just bitching to your audience, I don't see how that's going to help anything.
Bro, I don't watch probably close to 100,000 hours of Phil. Oh, just bitching to his audience. I swear to God, every fucking time he starts his morning stream, that's all it is. You know? The daily wrap of things don't go his way. Fucking the morning podcast of things didn't go his way the day before and things are happening in the moment. That's all he does is treat his stream like a big fucking trauma dump and shit, bro.
Jeremy released a video on his channel's viewership. Social Blade shows no viewership variation for the month of February 2021. And despite it being...
Man, this is how... Fuck. I can't with Phil. This is how Jeremy... This is what's wrong with Jeremy, I think. Fucking Phil. He doesn't know what's wrong with him, I guess. God
the
damn
shortest
it.
month of the year, February outperformed the previous 6 individual months, though it is also possible that Jeremy's videos were getting demonetized at a higher rate, or his earnings were simply just not satisfactory. Come March, Jeremy used a tried and tested method of inducing financial support. It begins with Zombie Kills, a controversial Twitch streamer that Jeremy made multiple videos covering. She was allegedly being harassed, and Jeremy was being blamed for it. This Twitter user claimed that she was swatted, naming and blaming Jeremy for the event, and asking for his sponsors to abandon him, all while failing to provide evidence he did such a thing. Various creators came out in support of Jeremy while denouncing the Twitter user. Jeremy covered this situation on his channel, and the Twitter user deleted her tweet. Jeremy then released a video recapping the situation, emphasizing that he needed financial support during this time.
For myself and my staff, a lot of people forget, you know,
What are you gonna
just
say
for
about this,
YouTube
Phil?
channel, there's 4 full-time employees.
Jeremy would transition this into promoting his Subscribe Star, a Patreon alternative.
But we are now 47% of the way to essentially securing all of their jobs.
Another way to contribute. It's a Patreon alternative, Subscribe Star, another one. Another one. Another one. Here we go. So wave your hands. Okay.
Not even a good joke. I thought Phil was gonna do like a DJ Khaled meme, you know what I mean? But no, of course, his boomer, old decrepit ass goes into some like 70s disco. He probably heard him and his mom fucking each other too. God damn.
Regardless of if these fools get my sponsors removed.
Make a documentary about me like this. There was one. There was a 4-hour documentary. Was it like this one? Was it literally, and then Phil asked again, and then Phil asked again, and there was another project, and there was another thing, and there was another thing, and there was another thing?
Yeah.
No, it was like Phil was an asshole in the street.
No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Phil wants me to. It's like he's trying to get me to blow my fucking brains out. He wants me to blow my fucking brains out. He wants me to fucking spur the fuck out because I can't physically touch his ass. That I just like, yeah, and I just blow my fucking brains all over the fucking living room.
Fighter
oh my
community
God.
and Phil
He
had his
isn't about to say the
accident.
shit. Fuck.
And you
I
know,
hate
this
him
it
so
was
much.
dumb shit. It wasn't anything like this is just like endless fundraising. And it's just I'll be honest with you. There's some things that
My documentary was like this. Bro, your documentary is 4 hours. You fucker.
I'm laughing at and I'm enjoying. And I am liking that I'm understanding the history of this man to know what's going on right now. But I'm actually starting to get exhausted. Is the rest of the documentary like this? It's just, so here was the next thing he did to raise money. Here was the...
It feels like he's just like sneak dissing Joon and like tiptoeing around having to answer for things that he actually has done, just like Jeremy. It does. And he has to do it by like discrediting the fucking documentary without going ham. So he doesn't like burn the bridge with Joon the King and shit.
The next thing he did to raise money, and then there was money, and there was money, and money.
I had a documentary too. This is 4 hours. But it only talked about me being an asshole in the Street Fighter community. Do you know how much of a fucking bullface lie that is? That, like, it should make you throw up in your fucking mouth? Just, like, hearing Phil say such a thing? Oh, but look at Jeremy's. How can he? I'm already tired. How can anyone fucking watch this? Doop-a-doop-a-doo, fucker.
Money. I'm tired of it.
Oh, damn, bro. That's a sound clip. That's a clip. For real, you're a full-time detractor. You can use that one. I'm gonna rewind it. And shut the fuck up. You can use this one for a sound clip. Buddy. Fucking Phil.
What are you talking about?
He leaves you good sound clips you can just, use to make fun of him with.
How dare you say to look in the mirror? What mirror? I don't have one. Hold on. My phone is kind of reflective. Hold on. Scared me. How dare you make me look at myself? Again. I get it. Again, there's...
like his fake ass cope laughing. Where's my mirror? Ooh, I don't have a mirror. Fuck, man. His little fake little gay ass dick suck laugh pisses me off.
Parallels, right?
It really does.
It would be hard to make a documentary about me like this. There was one. There was a 4-hour documentary.
Like a
was it
seal
like
and
this one?
shit.
Was it literally, and then Phil asked again, and then Phil asked again, and there was another project, and there was another thing, and there was another thing, and there was another thing.
Yeah, it is. Oh, fuck, bro. This is why this shit is pissing me the fuck off. It's pissing me the fuck off. It really is, bro. And I'm fucking drunk, and that's not good. It's like fucking putting gasoline on a little fucking brush fire or shit, dude. I want to punch something, you know? Like, that's the little neurons in my head are like, bro, if I could, I'd fucking punch Phil right in the face. And then it's like, I can't punch Phil in the face. I want to punch something. That's my drunk brain, dude. But, like, I'm an old man. I'm not irresponsible. I'm not to punch shit. I really want to, though. I want to punch this fucker right in the fucking, his fat ass fucking Pollock nose and shit, dude.
No, it was like Phil was an asshole in the Street Fighter community, and Phil had his accident. And, it was dumb shit. It wasn't anything like this.
He's
is
such
just
a
like
hypocrite, homie.
endless fundraising. And it's just, I'll be honest with you. There's some things that I'm laughing at and I'm enjoying. And I am liking that I'm understanding the history of this man to know what's going on right now. But I'm actually starting to get exhausted. Is the rest of the documentary like this? It's just, so here was the next thing.
It feels like he's discrediting Joon the King in a way. That might not be what Phil's doing, but that's like the vibe I'm sussing out, dude. It's just like, what the fuck are you shitting on this video for? It's pretty, like, well made. It's better than what you and any goon you could fucking pay to do. So
Needs work, but I also don't need to have as much.
I wouldn't be talking shit about Joon. Come
Does
on,
that make
Joon.
sense? Like he downscales. I don't need to have 3 businesses that I'm running at a time that each have employees. I could just have 1. I don't need 3. That's okay. Close this one, close that one. Just have the one. Just have the few employees. Just focus on that. Make that the best it can be. It's pretty.
The guy that doesn't have a business. The guy has literally made enough money to have like at least 2 businesses have 0, bro. He just has a little townhouse. It's actually like a little dollhouse townhouse, bro. It's full of shit. You know, B's fucking wife. This is what he has a show for 15 years on YouTube. 5 of those making millions of dollars pretty much.
Crazy. Because he's killing himself. Like, who is killing him? He says it's the algorithm, and he says it's these people attacking him. But the people attacking him are actually what's driving his growth, because that's what gets people to rally around him and behind him. He says
Phil's kind of giving up the... You know that argument that's been going on for years in the Vortex that, like, detractors give Phil fucking attention? It's true, but we have to put that on a scale. Like some kind of fucking, like, number or some shit, right? Let's say there's 100 detractors, right? And out of all the 100 detractors, let's say 30 of them post and make like videos and do streams. And out of those 100, maybe 10 of them fucking talk and, you know, participate in chats. But like, my point is, like, 5 people out of those 100 are the type of people that Phil's like prescribing about.
it's the YouTube algorithm, but every time the algorithm affects him, he asks for more money and he gets it. So the only thing that's really killing him is him.
It's him?
He's killing himself.
It's him? What's your problem, Phil? Why are you still fucking where you are? Like, on God, bro. On God, homie. You're like a guy that's moved 2 steps forward, and then 3 steps back, and then 1 step forward, and then 4 steps back, and then 2 steps forward, and then fucking 8 steps back, and then 4 steps forward, and then you say you're successful. You won the game. Pretty much. This is more steps forward I ever got, you know?
Self.
But you're still behind.
With the
dude.
way that he's overworking himself, and he's constantly looking for the next rift.
You know, I have this thing that is not unique, where I feel alone all the time, even though I'm not. It makes it really, really difficult to relate to anybody. I wouldn't say that I have any close friends. Like, they may think we're close, but like, I don't view them in that way. And I don't mean to be mean. I'm also a workaholic, so it makes it difficult to, you know, garner friendships or even relationships. I mean, in my whole life, you know, it's certainly affected my marriage, of course. If I have a great day, let's say I upload 4 or 5 videos that I'll get at least 100,000 views each, and they're all monetized, that is a massive dopamine hit. That's big money. I go a day and a bunch of my videos get demonetized. It's like the exact opposite. You feel like you lost out. I feel incapable of taking a day off.
This was a video of lucidity.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Boom. He's done it. He's hit it on the head, and it's exactly what I just said. Dead on. He built himself his own prison, and now what do you do to get out of it? I mean, at this point, when he has this moment of lucidity, he should say, this is where we need to change. Enough with the constant projects, grifting, business. businesses opening. Instead of that, let's have a moment of clarity. Let's see what's really going on. Here's my real question for him at this point in his life. This is what 2022. Does he actually like what he does for a living? Any of his projects? Does he like his videos on TheQuarting? Does he like trying to do these side projects? Or is this just he's been this endless grinder?
I'm about to fucking throw up, bro.
But doesn't like anything he's doing at all.
I'm about to throw up. Not even because I fucking smacked. How many beers have I drunk? I actually need to count, bro. Fuck. 4, 5. Shit. Oh my God. This is it. This is the beer that's gonna fucking toast me, bro. I'm about to be dusted. This is 6. And then I drunk 3 at work with my boss. Oh my God, bro. I'm a fucking champion when it comes to smashing beers. I have that college white boy in me. Oh, no.
Because this is, I will say this, tons of the criticism.
I'm so old. I'm gonna wake up just like feeling like shit, bro. I need to stop, bro. This sucks. I'm having too much fun. Like, dude, it's literally like shitty fucking days I have at work. Like the most shitty fucking ones. I have to deal with all these entitled fucking old fucking people and shit. Where I'm like, I need a fucking drink. My boss did, dude. My boss fucking left the line before I did, dude. Started smashing beers.
I can apply to Jeremy, can definitely be
I'm
applied
almost
to
done.
me. Which is why, remember the first video that I put out from last week, I called it a grifter, comments on a grifter, right? Because I've
His
been there.
hypocrisy's pissing me off too, you know? I might have to hop off in a second. Like, I'm a grown man and it ain't like the old days, you know what I'm saying? Where I used to just like live in the fucking like chaos and shit. I'm like, nah, I'm fucking go to bed.
I've been in that position that he was in,
all stupid
and I know what it's like.
Tonight.
Okay? But the difference here at the end of the day, well, I'll say there's two key differences.
This shit's pissing me the fuck off, though. It really is. It's like, don't forget this. This is how I think of Jeremy in my head. He's a more successful DSP. You know, just essentially. He's the alternate timeline DSP. If Phil sat here and took advantage of the Gamergate shit, you know what I'm saying? And leaned into that and had the intelligence and like bro, don't forget this. This is a guy. I don't think Jeremy's went into bankruptcy. He might one day, but Jeremy's never went into bankruptcy. He's built a channel with multiple millions of people, and Humphrey Rumph was able to actually like achieve things that Phil fucking could only dream of while fucking coming in his pants on the fucking pull out in the living room. All right. So it's just like weird. Like Jeremy has done all the things Phil has done unsuccessfully. That's why Jeremy's got so much attention on him. Imagine if Phil was able to just like bump off every single fucking person, dude, of any sub count that he could have. Phil would have did it. He's tried. That's the whole thing about Phil. Phil's tried. Dude, the old DSP shit on Reddit, that shit got nuked because of Phil. Well, because of Phil, and I think one guy, he was doing gay ops, and Reddit they nuked it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a lot of shit got kind of fiddled and fucked with because of Phil, indirectly. He's like a mob boss. And people used to get mad at me for saying this shit. But it's like, no, Phil actually is like some kind of autistic mob boss, bro, that has like 1 or 2 hitters, dude. But like they don't hit no more. We're going into Phil lore real quick because this is my favorite Phil lore, bro, ever. Because I was there. I was there for it, you know? But don't forget, what year was it? 2023 or 24, bro? No, it had to be 23. Phil, this was the last time that Phil ever tried to strike detractors, like ever, through a third party, himself, Humphrey, right? He was going ham. Aqua Teal went down. This is before we found, before she decided to support pedophiles and be a weirdo. She went down. Fucking, who else went down? Hate went down. Snort Hogan went down. Duty went down. Bro, I know, I won't forget this. Duty could eat a dick till the fucking universe burns out, but Duty had like 50 fucking copyright strikes against him. No, I laughed at him too. Like, but he had like 50 shits on him, bro. Like, dude, everyone looked like they were about to get erased, right? Until Phil started fucking with legacy detractors, bro. Like, shit. I don't want to fucking like misconstrued history because like I was there, but I remember. So Snort Hogan fucked with Phil. Like Snort Hogan sent a really angry email to Phil, like I'm paraphrasing, but Snort Hogan's like, you fucking bitch ass nigga, you better fix this shit now, or humph. And it was Phil's days off. It was his day off, and Phil actually made a video. I remember I streamed that shit. This shit was funny. He fucking streamed begging for Snort Hogan and all the homies to like not fucking fuck with him, pretty much. Like, Phil was scared as shit. We scared the fucking ghost into Phil, bro. But, like, people were still getting struck, right? And then Snort Burnell, her channel was about to get erased. Like that, dude. She got bumped off. And I swear to God, I don't know what happened. I had nothing to do with anything, right? But I saw it happen. As soon as Snort Burnell was starting to get fucked with, that seemed to be the line in the sand for whoever the detractors got, like a guardian angel, bro. But everyone came back. Like everyone came back. Like Phil was Phil was on the verge, bro, of probably getting erased. I swear to God, like, I think people were starting to try to fuck with Phil and false copyright strike him and Humphrey. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you're about to take out, like, everyone's favorite. Even me. You're about to take out, like, the detractor everybody fucking, like, gets a clip from and shit. Fuck you. So, yeah, Phil's on the verge of getting erased, and he dropped all this shit, and everybody won their claims, and everybody came back. That's pretty much how that happened, bro. It was so fucking autistic, dude. But that's what Jeremy's been doing. You know, that's what Jeremy's been doing the last fucking month, dude. Kino Casino. Like, Kino Casino started from the crown going down, pretty much, you know? Kino Casino's gone. And then it's like they're fiddling and fucking with the smaller creators that they know that could be intimidated to just be like, all right, whatever. Or, you know, they could just straight up erase because they might have a history and shit like that. It's been messy. But this fucker's doing exactly the shit Phil's done. I'm seeing like a muddy, bloody battlefield full of bodies and dead channels and shit,
Can
bro.
observe between him and me.
And it's insulting. It's almost insulting to see this little fucking, I want to call him the F word so fucking bad, bro.
I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
Because I can't say the fucking F word, bro. But I swear to fucking God, he has no fucking right to even commentate on this shit. He needs to just sit in his little hug box and play little gay fucking autistic games and shut the fuck up. It pisses me off he wasn't fucking commentating on this shit at all.
Is that
It's like,
I actually
bro,
like my
like Jeremy's like your big brother. He is, like, in a
Good job.
way. He got the gold. Look, he got the gold. Greasy fucking YouTube button, bitch.
Like every day that I'm sitting
Fuck
here and I'm
you,
chilling with
Phil.
all of you and we're having a good time and we're doing any kind of content, whether it's chilling and podcasting or having a conversation or playing a game, whether it's a chill, relaxing game like we did earlier today with Pokemon, that was super fun. Or we play a more challenging game like Soros, where it's kicking my butt. Or, competitive Street Fighter Online, I'm raging. Or something more relaxing. No matter what it is we're doing, I genuinely like doing it. I want you to understand that. That's why I do it. I never would put as much time and effort into what I do if I didn't like it. That's the kind of guy I am. I would never go crazy, balls to the wall for something I don't have passion for. Okay? That's difference number one, because for what I'm seeing, the fact that this guy has gone in so many different directions, and the only one that...
Bro, I'm like, dude, Phil, we need to come up with a measurement for like hypocritical statements said in like a paragraph. You know what I mean? Like 3 hypocritical fills per paragraph. Dog. I don't know, like something that equivocates to the speed of light or some shit. But it's like every other thing that I hear Phil commentating about fucking Jeremy, I have to pause because it's like, you did this shit. Shut the fuck up, Phil.
that's really stuck was
It's
the
like
quartering.
getting under
But
my
now he
skin.
says, I got to put out 5 videos
Who
a
do you
day.
think you
The
are,
algorithm
sir?
is killing me. This is killing me. I don't think he enjoys the videos. In fact, I would almost go out as far to say maybe the videos are just disingenuous.
Yo, what up, John Kanye? Good to see you, homeboy.
Because he
Hope
knows
you're
it's
well,
just
man.
content to print money for him. Maybe he actually never gave 2 flying shits about Brie Larson. But all he knew is that if he made another video about Brie Larson today, it would get the 100,000 views he's looking for, and it would pay the bills.
Max, what up, Max? My boy. Good to see you too, dude.
Okay?
Chrissy,
But
yeah, I
for
saw
me,
that
it's like,
shit
no, I like
too.
what I do. I genuinely enjoy being here every day with all of you. I want you to understand that. That's number one. And number two, the other thing-
Like, I don't care about what happens around Melanie Mac. I'm derailing because, like, it's Melanie Mac. But, like, Melanie Mac, bro, I feel like she's fucking irrelevant as shit. She's only relevant because, like, she's, like, connected to the quartering and she's, like, sweeping. We all been through these dramas in our own little universe, right? So, yeah, of course we're gonna go after her because she's so connected to this fucker that it's insane. And she's sweeping like a fucking bitch. But it's like she's irrelevant as shit, bro. I feel like the only fucking people that genuinely watch her are people like Duty, bro. Like weird fucking pasty face fucking autistic mentally like chromosome deficient fucking loser chuds, bro, Like people ain't dipped their dick into pussy more than like once, if ever. Oh man, Melanie Mac's so hot and she's a Christian. No, she isn't. You know Chill Murray's more of a Christian than Melanie Mac, bro? What? The fucking kingdom of heaven is promised to me and everyone in the Bacon Social Club and everyone that believes in Jesus Christ before Melanie Mac. I used to get my ass whooped by an old decrepit white woman to memorize the Bible when I was a little boy. Huh? Me and Jesus? You can't see my fingers, nigga. But we're like this, son. I hate Melanie Mac. And I hate fucking Republicans for how they fucking distort and use Christianity. Jesus was literally like fucking the realest nigga in human history, bro. He was the most base fucking nigga ever, bro. You know what he told motherfuckers, bro? This is my favorite shit that nigga Jesus ever fucking said. You know what he said? He said, gather around, guys. Hey, Paul, Simon. Yo, I got some dope shit. Come around. Hey, guys, come here. Shh. All right, guys, look. I see y'all hustling in the streets. I see y'all suffering, man. You sitting here sweating all the time and trying hard and all this shit, bro. Yo, look at that bird in the sky. Look at that bird, bro. Look at that chipmunk in the tree, dude. Look at that nigga, dude. You see these fucking animals all around us? You see these niggas stressing like we do? To pay the bills and to feed ourselves? Nah, bro, we don't. They don't. They don't store things in barns and fret and fuss. Right? Like fucking God fucking takes care of them, bro. What does one fucking moment of stressing add to your life? And Jesus just sat there and said that shit, and all the homies went, you onto something. Why do you think they hated that nigga Jesus, bro? And they wanted to crucify him. Because that motherfucker was dropping bombs every fucking day. He didn't give a fuck. He hung out with the fucking prostitutes. He was like, bro, I'll wash your pussy. I don't give a fuck, bro. You need someone to help you wash your back, bro? Everybody wants to avoid you because you fuck for money? You're not a bad person. Like, bro, he was base. Jesus was so base. And that's how I see my relationship with him, you know? And that's why these fuckers piss me off. Because they're like, Jesus hates everyone. He hates Mexicans. He hates all the gays. And no, Jesus, you know what Jesus said? That you need to get into heaven? He said that you need the faith of a fucking mustard seed, bro. You know how fucking small a goddamn mustard seed is? Bitch. Dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to these fuckers about... Dude, it sucks because people like this make people that are close to me hate fucking God and hate Christianity and hate religion when it's like, bro, God, like, dude, Jesus was fucking kind of fucking dope. Like, he was dope, bro. You gotta look at him like, I don't know, as if he inhibited my body for a couple years and got hung for it and shit. Dude, one of the dopest shit I like that Jesus did is when niggas were in the temples gambling and shit, and Jesus got pissed as fuck. He said, bro, this is my father's fucking crib, nigga. Like, bro, my dad doesn't like motherfuckers rolling power dice in here and selling furniture and furs. And he was like, fuck this shit. And he started spurging the fuck, like, bro, people want to call me a spurg. Jesus was a spurg. He started fucking flipping tables over and bashing niggas on the head. It's like, get the fuck out of here. He chased all the debtors and gamblers out the temple, bitch. Like, come on.
That he's saying. So a day when he comes to his job and he makes his 5 videos and they get good views and they hit the algorithm, he gets a dopamine hit. On a day when he comes to the job and he makes the 5 videos and they don't hit the algorithm, he doesn't have the dopamine hit. Okay, but that's your work life. What's going on behind the scenes of your work life? What I'm hearing is that this man has absolutely no work-life balance whatsoever. He is a 100% grind away, pump out the content, and that dictates his life. He didn't...
I can't, bro. I can't. How am I gonna make it through this? I'm not gonna make it through this shit without blowing my fucking brains out, bro. What the fuck, Phil? Who do you think you are, bro? The guy, the dude, he was the only fucking guy that was like spamming fucking all these videos on YouTube back in the day. Huh? Oh my God. Fuck. I fucking can't, man.
Actually draw the line and say, all right, success to some extent, but there has to be a limit to my success where I'm going to say outside of this amount that I'm going to work, there's going to be this amount that I'm going to spend with my wife and or friends or family. And this is going to be my private life. And this is something I can 100% attest to because I've been there and I was very, very guilty of this. I didn't have a work-life balance and I was miserable. Miserable. Because it was about work, 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 video, 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 game, 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 stream, stream, stream. Now, I've drawn that line. I have time with my wife every...
now I drawn that line when I'm almost 45 years old and I don't have no kids and I don't have no friends and I don't fucking ever interact with my dude. When's the last time you think this motherfucker actually physically seen another like genealogy of his bloodline and shit, bro? Like, come on, dude. This is insane shit to say when your whole motherfucking life has been broadcasted almost 6 days a week for 15 fucking years, bro. Like, how dare you, Phil?
Single day.
You
We have
know?
at least one full.
How dare you think you could talk like this, dude? You know, and it all leads back to him never owning up to who he is as a person. He never really truly has. He always has to pretend and LARP like he's something that he isn't. Like a normal person, a gamer, a fighting game enthusiast. He always has to LARP and put on some kind of costume and shit, bro.
Day off.
Shit.
If not more, I like to have more. And there are weeks when I have 2 days off and I have a whole day with her. I don't do any work at all. And then there's some days I still got to do some errands, but I still get to spend time with her. And every normal day, I'm still spending time with her outside of the work. And I said that has to happen. That's something that it's non-negotiable because my life cannot be dictated by the online presence that I have. You understand? And
but it is. It essentially is. As long as your bills, bro, and your way of life are tied to how much money you make on a stream, Phil, what you said is false, bro. It's false. You don't even have a part-time job yourself. Okay? This is what it is. This is everything, dude. What the fuck, man?
Funny part is there's people right now on the kick side of things watching this right now, and they're saying things, where's your wife, Phil? She's right now. She's either across the hallway relaxing or she's downstairs relaxing, waiting for me to finish so we can go spend some time
You're getting fucked by some fucking black guy. Some poor inner city black, bro.
together tonight before I go to sleep. And that's my life every day. She's there in the morning when I wake up, except the days when she's at work. But she's there in the morning and we spend time together. Then she makes the meals and we spend time.
It's crazy. I work more than Phil and have more going on than Phil. I spend just as much time. Sometimes I force it with my wife. Because sometimes she's like, oh, I just want to do this. I'm like, no, let's watch this together. Let's watch this. Okay? And I force her to watch some shit with me. And we end up having a really good night together. I'm the one forcing shit sometimes. Sometimes it's her. I get caught up in my autistic fucking universe, right? And she's like, hey, we need to do this. And that's fine, bro. We're all humans and we all, like, you should have your own things going on and shit. But fill up. Fill up, dude. My guy. Phil's been here, like I said earlier, 6 days a week, damn near. Nowadays, I'll give him this. And I think, like he said, it's because of Kat. She had to force this, probably. But he takes, like, what, 1-2 days off a week now? He used to not take, like, no days off. I've seen this motherfucker stream set, dude, and I restreamed it like an autistic fucking retard, okay? I was in his shadow chasing him all the time. Phil would stream 7 fucking days a week sometimes, 13 hours a day with that little 3-hour break and shit like that, bro. You know, everything he's saying is substantially like false. It's false. And it's still false. He's still here too much and on the computer too much and streaming too much with nothing to really show for it. Oh, I could pay the rent. The lights are still on, but like there's no 401k, there's no retirement, there's no savings. Like say Cat got in a catastrophic fucking car accident. That's it. Like, that's it, bro. Gotta plug that bitch off the life support. You couldn't even try to have options for her. Like,
I'm there.
fuck.
We have a lot of good time together. We love it. That's really what I look forward to. On my days off, I love spending time with her and doing stuff, right? Really. And now that I'm in a better financial position, we're looking to do other things with our time that we want to do. We're improving the house together. We're making these kind of important decisions. We want to go places and do things together.
Improving the house.
We
Improving the house. Okay, don't forget, we're speaking Philinese. I'm gonna translate Philinese. Improving the house, bro, is literally like fixing things that he left broken for years that he could have fixed, but he neglected to just indulge in his vices. So broken toilets, broken showers, garbage and shit all amongst the house. Bro, there's so much shit. It's like he lives like a trailer, fucking like a piece of trailer trash in a nice fucking townhouse. You know, townhouse living with a hillbilly mindset. You know what I mean? And that's how Phil lives. His house smells and fucking bro. Imagine the fucking smell of cat and shit.
literally
Bro,
couldn't have
being
done
that
it
big.
until the last positive changes we've seen in the last 2 years. Understand that. Like, we wanted to, we couldn't.
These are all lies, bro. You know what I mean? You know, Phil and his house and his life and God, like a loser like me. It's like, no, these are all fucking lies.
Now we actually can.
Holy shit.
Okay? And
now we can actually clean our house and fix our toilet and not have ants in the house. Like, what? We could hire a pest control man? Something you shouldn't really have to do if you're cleaning your house. You know what I mean?
that's called work-life
Phil.
balance. Like, yes, I'm here.
That's work-life balance. Finally maturing in your 40s and learning how to clean after yourself. Fucking Phil.
But I also have a life outside of here that you don't need to know about at all. And it's a good one. It's a good life. And I love that life. And I can't wait for more.
It's a good life compared to a fucking, like a homeless fucking junkie in the streets of Seattle, I guess. But compared to like my life, dude, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, I'd blow my brains out. Like I probably would. I actually suffer from depression, unlike Phil. Like, dude, anything you don't like about me, I already know, and I bash myself about sometimes. You know what I mean? So no, there's days where oh fuck, man, I wish I could blow my brains out and nobody would give a fuck. But there's people that depend on me. My son would fucking be devastated. Like, I can't do it. I gotta keep pushing, bro. And that's a good thing. Phil doesn't have that shit. Fuck this fucking guy. He doesn't fucking deserve fucking
more of that
beer.
life.
Oh
moving
my
forward.
god.
I can't.
I need to stop, bro. I'm about to crack open another beer. I need to stop.
Watching
dude.
this video, it seems to me like at least 2022, which is where we are in the timeline, this man has completely lost the script.
If you guys don't know, chill. Why are you fucking drinking so much today? Bro, today was my Super Bowl. like in my line of work, Mother's Day is the Super Bowl. And like, that's what we all say. Like, hey, Sunday, it's the Super Bowl. All you fuckers, bro, for some reason, wanna, oh, Lord, we're gonna take my mommy out for lunch. I'm gonna take my mommy out for breakfast. Like, you don't know how to cook a fucking egg, bro? Go fucking... Dude, you don't know how to cook an over medium egg? You actually really should cut one of your fucking hands off, bro. Okay? But, like, that's what I've had to deal with. Like, just rich, entitled people. Oh, dude. Oh, fuck. It fucking sucked.
You're
so,
supposed to grind.
I'm getting fucked up.
So that you have...
I'm like Anthony Bourdain, bro. If you ever find me that I killed myself... It's because I had a bad day at work.
And
maybe.
goal to grind for. Like, you grind so you can
It's some crazy shit. I feel like I've never seen a chef or a cook that doesn't fucking drink or has depression or try to kill themselves. I ain't done all that. I definitely fucking drink too much some days.
affluent enough that now you can basically
I just own
sell
it.
off all
It's
of these
whatever. I
businesses
fucking earn it.
and you
I
don't have to
earned
work
it.
anymore.
Fuck y'all.
Right? Because the truth is, if you don't like what you do, that's what you want to do. Sell off the businesses,
Not
you have enough
y'all.
money, live
Whoever eats it.
nicely for the rest of your life, you're done. Or if you're like me, and you're not going to blow up, because I know I'm not going to blow up, at least find something you can do that you like. Because you know if you're going to have to...
Anthony Bourdain's getting a movie? Are you serious, bro? Is there a trailer? If there's a trailer, I need the link, bro. I'm going to show all my fucking chef friends.
Do this for a long time. You better damn well be sure you like what you're doing. And I see neither of those. There's no exit strategy here for this man.
I swear to God, Anthony Bourdain's one of my inspirations, like, for my chef personality. Like, all the chefs, we have, like, somewhat of a persona. I'm a fucking dick at work. I'm quiet. I listen to my music. I really don't want you to talk to me, bro. Like, I talk to everyone. Like, I don't know. I'm a very social person, but at work, I swear to God, in real life, bro, I don't make jokes. I don't like talking about politics and edgy shit, bro. I cuss, but I don't say like retard. I don't use my edgy slurs.
And he doesn't like what he's doing. It's a double whammy.
You guys would be surprised.
So I can grind until one day I decide I'm done grinding. I retire. And I can step away from it, and I'll be the master of my...
that. The owner of the restaurant I work at, he actually went to the same fucking school as me. You know what I mean? So me and him are pretty tight. He's really cool. Like, he'll be like, hey, chill. Fucking, the customers aren't buying the Modelo. Well, you know, like the Modelo in the fucking cooler. He'd be like, take a 6-pack of it home if you want. And I'll be like, are you sure? Because, I don't like doing it. I'm like, hey, you sure? It's yeah, chill. You dude, come on. And I'm like, all right. Like, it's been dope. I like my job.
But this guy has gotten to the point where he doesn't like what he's doing, and it's torturing him that he has to keep doing this content. It's killing him when he sees a downturn, right?
We talk about Anthony Bourdain all the time, bro. And he was such a fascinating, cool guy. Like, I feel like me and Anthony Bourdain, like, in an alternate universe, one of the millions, right? There's a show called Chillin' with Anthony Bourdain, Untamed. And it's like me and Anthony Bourdain getting fucked up, bro, cooking dope dishes with the locals and shit, and yapping the night away.
Awful.
I would have been so down for some shit.
Now
like
we're up to
that.
what, 2022? Let's see if we can find a logical stopping point here.
In his history already pointed to it, Jeremy works for no other
I'm
purpose
gonna look his
than to
movie
grow his
up. That
channel
sounds
to a
dope. Oh, Phil's done, dude. I wasn't that far behind him.
I'm investigating.
Jeremy responded to this with 2 tweets.
It's crazy. Like, Phil, his reactions to this, they're all the same. Whenever he pauses, he pretty much says the same shit.
I have a really difficult time relaxing, allowing myself to relax. I was lucky enough to get a PlayStation 4, 5, and an Xbox Series X at launch. Haven't even turned them on still. I've been wanting to get back into Final Fantasy 14. I've been wanting to play New World, but I've never allowed myself to play the games, just play them, because I could always be making content. Now,
Phil relates to this. You know what? Damn, this shit is weird, huh? But damn, hearing that's like, damn, dude, you and Phil actually relate to each other out of all the locales. Jeremy's a cuck and a depraved weirdo. But, dude, don't forget, Phil was talking to a high school girl when he was my age, pretty much. Like, when Phil was popping on YouTube, he was my age, dude, talking to a 17-year-old fucking girl and shit. So it's like, nah, can't let none of these slippery fucks slip away.
Mentality to try.
But it's like these two are alike. They're not like low-cal controversial, right? Like Phil and Jeremy, they're never gonna become like horror cows and shit like that. But they're gonna be like more normie, nor low cows. It's weird. It feels like people like Phil had to exist for us to get to Jeremy and iDubbbz. Like, there's something. I'm not correct. I know I'm not correct about this assumption. This weird abstract kind of drunk high nigga thought I have. Okay, but I know I'm not like totally wrong. But there's something about like locals like Phil and Wings where they're not depraved enough, but they're fucked up enough, right? Where normal people kind of got into this shit. And then you got Keemstar. Like Keemstar, he kind of boosted it. It's just weird. Over the last not 5 years, but let's say like 2.5, 3, how low-cal content and locals became mainstream to where TheQuarting, I feel like if what TheQuarting did to Kino Casino happened 3 years ago, it wouldn't have blown up like it did. It just would. I feel like it wouldn't have, bro. You know, I'm just having like abstract, like random thoughts. I am, but I feel like they're relevant because it's just weird to think about it. Seeing Phil react to Jeremy after like posted his like shit with Kino Casino and how Phil's been acting. Like he thinks he's successful and normal, and he thinks he gets the jokes and the memes and he could use them and he could be self-deprecating when you know he's not that fucking kind of person and shit like that, bro. I don't watch Phil every day anymore, so I'm almost coming into this again with a new like little baby detractor glasses again. It feels like what am I seeing?
Overcome it. Be able to enjoy something.
Sorry, I had to share those thoughts, bro.
With Jeremy's continued instigation, the latter half of 2022 was full of ridicule. Creator Phil DeFranco, in response to Jeremy calling Megan Fox a walking sex doll, called Jeremy gross in return. The H3 podcast did yet another segment covering Jeremy in October with the highlight video titled TheQuarting 1 pooped his pants, 2 pees in his basement, 3 has crotch rock. Then again, November.
Yeah, so he was doing a live stream and this turned up. Hila, what do you think?
Phil loves that
forced
shit.
Cream pie.
I feel like that's like a trained response to something that Phil wants to laugh at. You know what I mean? Something he wants to go, ack, 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 ack. He goes, oh, whoa. Like poo poo and pee pee, bro. We all know our Uncle Phil. He loves that shit. That shit fucking gives him a big ass smile on his face, like winning $1 million sometimes.
Well, I didn't even.
You can see it on his face. Look at his face, bro. like he's so bad at hiding his emotions. You know what I mean? So it's like you could tell he wants to go. Like he just wants to laugh obnoxiously, but it's like this isn't what normal people do. In his brain, it's telling him this. This isn't what human beings do. They don't just like mindlessly laugh because someone pissed themselves or shit themselves. You know what I mean? It's like he's thinking about the context and shit. It's crazy. He's becoming more aware in the worst fucking ways.
I mean,
it's like I can tell you want to laugh at this still, Phil.
Jeremy responded to this with 2 tweets. The second one reads, quote, "So weird of the tolerant left thinks this is an own. Real tolerant," unquote. Jeremy was even mocked by his wife for something entirely different.
Well, now, like, I used to like point it out.
Again, he's going to talk about this stuff on this pod. This show better have made this man millions upon millions of dollars. If he again was talking about embarrassing.
It did. It made him millions of dollars. Jeremy has a lot of money. Had a lot of money. on the cusp of not having a lot of money? Question mark. You
Seeing
know?
stuff on this show. Like, oh my God.
On TV all the time. Like there's 10 members of this cast and 6 of them are gay. Curious, I'd say, you know. My wife's a bit of a normie and she's like kind of sick of it. she's like she'll be like, "Oh, is that cringe, Jeremy? Is that cringe?" And I'm like, when you say it, I don't want. That's why I stopped saying cringe. She started saying it.
There was more to come before the end of the year. On Kiwi forums,
Yeah, my
a
wife
user
doesn't
archived
do that to
Jeremy's
me.
recent rant about his loss of hair and the amount he works. At the end of October, Jeremy released another video claiming he was the target of YouTube's demonetization. Finally, in December, he made a video bringing attention to those mocking him and his IBS. Jeremy then closed the year by announcing his New Year's resolution to find a work-life balance.
I'm gonna fast forward this because Phil fucking ended the stream a little bit ago. We were literally like the whole stream. I did good. I did a good job. I don't care. We were 2 minutes, 3 minutes behind him the whole time.
That was all 2021 that we just covered. Okay. I think this is a good spot to end because we're starting 2022, as you can see.
I hate him. I actually hate Phil so fucking much, bro. I know I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? These are things I actually try to think about. Like, yeah, I know. I'm not perfect, bro. There's things I know I could work on, but like, this is a fun little side thing I do. I don't really give a fuck to put it like so much energy into it. It takes away from things I actually like benefit from. And I don't mean that in a greedy way, but I mean like in a way where it's like, you know, I fucking make money, I fucking expand my mind, I interact with my family and shit like that, bro. I'm gardening and shit, you know? So I'll sit here and do all this internet shit like I used to. But it's annoying. It makes me always want to get back into my fucking bat suit and just be on Phil's ass all the time when he does shit like this. You know, it feels like he thinks he got away with murder sometimes, bro. Because I think he did. You know what I mean? You know what I mean if you know what I mean. I'm not going to start rambling, but I don't like that. I just didn't like that, bro. Oh my God. I'm going to watch the next one. I want to see Phil finish his shit. But it straight up is like Phil is watching a guy make the same mistakes as he's made, and he's trying to act like Phil fixed all his mistakes and owned up to all his mistakes, and he's actually like in a better place when he's not. Sometimes visually it could look like that. And that's what Phil wants, though. That's why he fakes tips and does some of the weird shit he does, right? But Phil's done all the shit Jeremy's done. He's false copyright struck people. He's used third parties to do it. He sat here and, dude, that's what you've seen the last 4 years, right? He's tried to use other content creators and their audiences to try to shield him from criticism and make him look like he's something bigger than he is. And he's the biggest fucking hypocrite ever, too. I honestly wouldn't mind if Phil actually was like, yeah, I like to gamble. Fuck. You know? Like, bro, I'll be buying scratchers. Dude, once in a while, I get a tick. And I'll buy a bunch of fucking scratchers and I'll piss my fucking wife off. Not all at once, but like I'll go on a tear like shit. You know, I'm gonna buy a scratcher every now and then. My wife knows and she's like, stop. You know, even if I win, I'll win hella. And that's the thing. I have like good luck. I have the best luck gambling, bro. And shit like that. But I'm irresponsible. I'm addicted to the good times. I really am, you know? My wife knows that, and I respect when she checks me. And I don't know, Phil doesn't have that. And Jeremy doesn't have that either, you know? This is what happens to Jeremy and Phil and some of these guys is just, you know, an example of how they were raised. You know what I'm saying? Family members in their life that have authority, but for some reason they succeed all the authority to the man-child. And all the man-child has to do is complain and whine. They get what they want. Like, think about it. Why is Jeremy pissy? Like, I'm gonna piss on the fucking carpet because, like, your wife didn't include you to get pizza or whatever. And that's how Phil is too. It's like, dude, these motherfuckers are weird. And they're older than me. I think that's why I'm fascinated in their stories. It's like, bro, you're older than me. Why do you act like this sometimes? Holy shit. I'm about to get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here, dude.
We're about the 1 hour.
Fuck Phil. Final housekeeping for right now. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're talking about all the other low-cal shit. Like, we're doing low-cal catch-up, okay? So fucking LTG, fucking not Phil. LTG Rich, bro. We got a bunch of new Rich shit. Rich, I've been waiting for Rich to lay more rope out there, but Rich been being a weirdo. Cyrax is back, but you know how that is with Cyrax, right? So we have some Cyrax shit, but I still have to decide if that's worth like us fucking seeing what's up. Fucking Boss Man Jack, our friend Pickle, he updated us with some shit. Him and his crew. We might watch that. Like, there's a bunch of shit going on, but there's nothing going on. We're in a little like a lull in the low-cal universe. Things are quiet, but it's crazy. Bam, bam, bam. We have all this shit going. Dude, you guys remember that pedophile Amos Yee? You guys probably don't. You have to be a online retard like me. But this guy was on a roll, like on the left and shit, and because of his immigrant status and shit like that. He ended up being a pedophile and shit like that. He got fucking jumped at an anime convention. Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna just be watching a bunch of random, just stupid bullshit. We might watch some fucking cop slop. I've been telling y'all, I want to watch some cop slop. So, you already know. Bacon Social Club. I'll be here early in the morning, bro. Probably around 8, 9 a.m. We'll see. But we're just going to be kicking it, watching random stupid bullshit, getting high, waking bacon, and all that stuff. But I'm going to get out of here. Sorry for yapping so much, but I'm not sorry. I really don't care. I appreciate everyone that fucking, comes in the social club and pulls up a chair, just kicks it. You guys are the fucking best, bro. I'll see you in the next episode. Fuck Phil. Hopefully he dies in his fucking sleep tonight. In a video game. Air quotes. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay high. Stay hydrated, bro. Don't let the man keep you down.